Oh God, here it comes. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot. Mr. Marsh, we apologize, and if it's okay with you, we would like to present you your long overdue trophy.
Mag.
Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
You broke my heart today.
On Valentine's Day, bro.
Bro, I cried today.
I'm here with Razor eating ice cream, consoling him all night.
I cried, dude. Like, I couldn't believe it, man. Like, fuck, dude. I got inspired by sitting here watching these guys, bro. Like, fucking my mystery, like, doing mystery boxes and mail haul. Dude, I was hurt, bro. Let's continue on, guys.
Stop crying, you sniveling ass. Stop your nonsense.
God damn it, man.
All right.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro.
All right.
Fuck, dude.
I know it gets to you.
What, are you gonna cry now? Come on, cry, baby, cry for me. Come on, cry.
Especially when those guys like Rob and DJ Links reached out to me and told me how much they were hurt and how they were not going to be sponsors and they're going to pull out. I'm hurt. That hurt, man. Yeah. You know what I do? I do need to grow some balls, bro. But you know what I mean? Maybe I do, Rad. Maybe I'm just, a big pussy, bro. You're right.
You're a pussy.
I'm a big emotional pussy, bro. You're right.
That's pussy, Razor.
Yeah, you might be right, bro.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation. The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
Beyond Wednesdays, we got the things to do. Beyond Wednesdays, bring the Wednesday night review. Comics and collectibles, and sometimes comedy too. Yes, it's Beyond Wednesdays, so sit down, what else you gonna do?
Real fucking high on drugs.
What is good, everybody? Welcome to another Saturday night, another Modern Comic Mayhem. We were bullshitting backstage about probably the top story in comics being the Joker craziness, which I don't know, man. I'm a little worried going into this. But did you hear about the backstory, John?
I did not.
Supposedly, the Joker is I don't know if he's a demon or what, but he looks like a demon. But he was around in the late 1800s as a juggler in a traveling circus. And I got to be honest, that kind of piqued my interest a little bit. I was like, okay, all right, we got a little backstory that, I might be able to mess around with, enjoy. But if it gets crazy, like, I don't know how much I want my world of Batman, my Gotham, to be like demons and shit. I mean, I like that stuff in other parts of the DC universe, but not my Gotham. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird, but we'll see how it plays out. Excellent session tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was very good, and the time change. I was also telling John that the time change has me. It's like much later in the night for me. Not much later, an hour later in the night for me. So everything changes up a little bit. He's a carny. Yeah, exactly. Says Real Fake. He's a carny.
Isn't that what Pennywise was in the movie It? Wasn't he like, I mean, not the actual creature, but like the original character? When they did like a backstory in a book, I remember the kids were looking through a book, and he was a clown at a carnival.
Yeah, that's creepiness right there, right? We all
Yeah.
I don't know if they still have them, but when I was a kid, they had traveling straight up. They still had the traveling little carnivals. You know what I mean? Like that would come to town every once in a while. What up, Blind Adam? How you doing, brother?
Good, Brian. How are you, brother?
Good, man. So they used to have these little carnivals that would go around the country, and bro, they were some fucking crazy shit. So I would always remember my parents telling me, like, man, don't go on any of those rides. Don't go on any of those rides. We don't want you going on any of those rides. Of course, we went on all of them.
Are those the rides that were allegedly like put together with duct tape and thumbtacks?
Yeah, bro, exactly.
That's what my parents always told me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. So, but yeah, man, I think that's a cool story. I think we'll see how that plays out. So yeah, a bunch of stuff on FOC tonight. A lot of good FOC books. I do have a nice little pickup that I'm going to open live. I got one of those Vampirella blind bags from the Vampirella anniversary Kickstarter that Dynamite did. So
nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to open one of those live. And did you guys see, you guys know I've talked about Planet Death quite a bit on the channel because Thomas Giorello's art is fucking like second to none type shit. They did a artist edition for Planet Death for Thomas Giorello that is badass. It actually just started recently, I think, but it's a big ass absolute hardcover edition, which is crazy.
Is that available through Kickstarter?
Yeah, through Kickstarter. Yeah, I'll drop the link also, but look at that. It shows like all his preliminary pages, his work on it as he went. That is such an amazing image right there. So this is for all the Thomas Giorello fans out there. Look at this. That's always the image in the first issue where I'm like, holy cow.
Yeah, I was telling the guy at my comic store when I was reading that, it reminds me back in the days, the heavy metal magazines.
Yeah.
The stories in there, the way they draw the art, and it's just killer. It's pretty decent, man. I really like it.
Yeah, I like how they're doing this. Are they going to do it for every issue? Don't miss your chance to own these 9. Okay, so there's trading cards. So let's just take a look at it. I haven't even seen the video yet. Hold on here.
Hi, I'm Derek Kolstad, and I could not be more fucking excited for this.
Hold on. That was kind of crazy.
Hi, I'm Derek Kolstad, and I could not be more fucking excited for this.
Hi, I'm Robert Vendetti. Welcome to our Planet Death Original Art Edition Kickstarter.
Hi, I'm Tomás Giorello, artist of Planet Death, and I'm so excited to be showing you the complete original art from the Planet Death series.
Every single piece of art created is here.
Every cover, every page,
every design, every patch.
This campaign is full of exclusives, including prints,
trading cards,
limited edition comics,
and a whole lot of other surprises.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to back
the Planet Death Original Art Edition.
That's pretty badass. Well, there you go. By the way, I was able to meet both Robert. Well, I think it was let's see here, in San Diego. I got to meet Robert, and in New York I got to meet Derek, and he's fucking cool motherfucker, man. This guy right here is a really cool motherfucker, and he was out with us that night that we went out for the birthday event, and ended up coming home at 7 a.m. in the morning. He wasn't with us till 7 a.m., but he's a cool dude. He was out on the first part. So I met him in New York. Really great creative team. The only thing I'm really bummed out about is I didn't get a chance to meet Tomás Giorello when he was in San Diego, and I am bummed out about that because I brought my Planet Death, the original ash can, which is also black and white, which I have both Robert and Derek have signed, and I wanted him to get to sign this, but I think I might have to back this. What is it? What are the levels?
Well, it's already reached its goal. The goal was 10,000. Now it's up to like 56,000. So,
wow. Planet Death Kickstarter, $150, and you get the original art edition, plus the Kickstarter exclusive Planet Death #0 comic for 150. 300 you get for volume 2. Oh, so they are going to do a volume 2. So you get art edition volume 2, the trading cards, Planet Death 0, and a digital thank you card. I don't know what that is. That's interesting.
Digital.
Yeah. Here's 400. Looks like original art. Is this original art?
That'd be cool if it was.
That would be
Well,
awesome.
if it is.
Yeah, it says original art edition. No, maybe not. Hold on, because I saw this little card right here that's signed. Maybe it's a plate.
Well,
like
the set is called the original art edition, so I doubt it's referring to that. You know, being
the entire
real art.
set's original art. Well, look at this one. This one, oh, signed and remarked. Here we go. $500, signed and remarked. $500. Damn. I'd be in at 150 on this. That Planet Death 0 comic might sell if you sell it quick enough to pay for it. But that's pretty dope. What are the add-ons? You can get a gold Linnell Francis U edition for $200. Wow.
Ooh, I
There
like
we go.
that. I'm a U fan. So.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Derek Kolstad and Venditti editions, so you can get them. They sign it for 150 on the Planet Death #1 exclusive comic. That actually might be interesting. Might be able to flip those too. There you go. Go check that out. Let me drop this. That's not too shabby.
At this point, I just write Kickstarter a blank check.
Bro,
Tell them to go down at the end of the month.
Well, it's funny you say that because there's also this. Do you see this? This is, I've been talking about this on a couple of shows already. The Warner Brothers blind bag.
This is the one I'm actually about to start backing. I just wish Kickstarter was a little more accessible for screenwriters.
Well, you only got 5 days to do it, bro. So get on that shit.
I am. I have a meeting with my reader who's just got back from vacation on Monday, so I'm happy about that.
If you need help, and let me know. I'm sure we could find somebody that can help you. But
All right, cool.
So basically, let's see here. Everyone loves getting super rare. Actually, let me just play it. What am I doing? Do they have a video? Yeah, hell yeah, they do.
Howdy there. It's me, Tom Snigoski.
Hi, I'm Declan Shalvey.
Hi there, I'm David Pepos, and I'm super excited to tell you about something that comic book collectors and animation fans are really going to love.
We've teamed up with Dynamite Entertainment for an exclusive Kickstarter campaign
featuring a limited edition Warner Bros. Comics mystery bag.
And it's packed with some seriously amazing comics.
Herculoids, which is my dream project that I've been blessed to work on. Thundercats.
Space Ghost, which I've loved writing for the last 2 years.
Johnny Quest, Powerpuff Girls, Silverhawks, and more when you're in for a real treat.
There aren't just any comics, they're feature-rare, limited edition covers.
As well as some homage variant covers with brand new artwork that pay tribute to some of the most iconic comic book covers of all time.
You can also get your hands on holofoil covers, metal covers, blank sketch covers, Ashcan comics,
and authorized buyback issues.
All exclusively available through this campaign.
You can only get some of these exclusive editions here on Kickstarter.
So once they're gone, they're gone.
This is a rare chance to own some truly special collectibles.
Including my work on Space Ghost.
Including my work on Herculoids.
Including my work on Thundercats, and you won't find them anywhere else.
So don't wait, head over to Kickstarter, grab your mystery bag,
and dive into these amazing comics before they're all snapped up.
Trust me, this is one you aren't going to want to miss.
So they have a new book coming out, a new Thundar book coming out too, which is interesting.
Yep.
You got 5 days left on this, brother. Let's see what we got here. Do they have all the... Yeah, they do. All right. Ooh, look at that Captain Planet. What are these? We'll be revealing each cover as the campaign continues. Watch for updates. Here's the Ken Hazer sketches.
Is that Captain Planet doing the Rings cover?
Yeah,
Tom
isn't
Brady
that
Rings?
badass, bro?
Yeah, that's pretty
Dude,
cool.
that's sick.
Nice.
That is super
I
sick.
could see it like in the top corner there. It's
Same with the Captain Planet one's badass. The Powerpuff Girls 141 homage is badass.
the Space Ghost is cool. The Infinity
Yeah.
Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Even the
Awesome
Powerpuff Girls,
sauce.
that X-Men 141 was that 141 homage?
That's excellent.
Yeah. Well, they're all homages. Like I think
Yeah.
they're shooting
Justice
for that's a Justice League homage. The Johnny Quest looks like the NWA album cover.
Almost looks like a Monsters homage.
Well, yeah. It's just all
Same idea. What are these? Hold on. Oh, those are the sketches. Oh, you can own the original art? Oh, original art from the Warner Bros. Whoa, hold on.
No, really?
Looking at it for some truly question. This is it. You can own original hand-drawn artwork from all 8 of the homage variant covers by Ken Hazer. Each artwork is drawn on 11 by 17 Bristol board and signed by Ken Hazer. These are actual pieces of art that make the variant covers. They are each unique and ideal. Watch for reveals, but don't wait to claim your cover. There's only one to each to be had. So they have them to where you can buy them, or they're part of you can win them. Because if you can win them, holy shit, bro.
That's even crazier, yeah.
No, you can buy them. $1,000 each. That's not too bad. Look at this.
That's dirt cheap.
Yeah, it's not that bad, really.
If that's the original cover art, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, for $1,000, bro, you can own that.
I would be all in on those rings.
The Powerpuff Girl homage is probably what I would do.
Well, let's take a look at that one. Hold on here. I wish there was big images of them. That's why I don't like Kickstarter. They're always a pain in the ass to get big images from.
Seeing's overrated.
Hey, Nick, if you're watching, or if anybody at Dynamite is watching, throw these up as large images on your site. Maybe there already are. Let me take a look. Ken Hazer. Let's just go to Ken Hazer's. There we go. Not the right Ken Hazer. Am I spelling it right? Art. They should have them somewhere. We'll find out. We'll reach out. but there needs to be big images of those. Are they already sold? Nope. What is this here? Ken Hazers and $12.50 for the Powerpuff Girls.
Way cheap.
Yeah, it's not too.
$1,500 for the AF-15 Space Ghost and Johnny Quest. $17.50 for the Thundercats one, and $17.50 for the Space Ghost Infinity Gauntlet. You can get a bunch of add-ons. So you got all your favorite covers over the years that you can get, or over the past couple years now. Guaranteed commission cover art. Oh, here's the commission one. Let's see here. This mystery bag includes a guaranteed original art sketch cover comic drawn by our team of awesome artists for $150. So you can get, that's a sketch cover, guaranteed sketch cover for $150. You can get for $125. You can get add on the hardcover for Thundercats. You can get the hardcover. Oh, no, that's a special Mark Spears cover for Thundercats that you can add on. So if you guys want to get some of those, there you go. Make sure you guys go check this out. Let me drop the link for this. You only got 5 days left on this one, you guys. So go check it out. Check it out. We're going to open a Vampirella one here in a little bit. Finally got in, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty dope. There's so many good Kickstarters and crowdfunding efforts as of late, man.
All ending a month before Christmas.
Yeah. Well,
Awesome.
Mark's bags are coming out, what, a week before Christmas?
Well, comes out on time. Remember when before the Halloween bags, they got pushed back, I think, 3 different dates.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, shout out to my boy Alex in the chat who got his Gromit signed book. So very, very cool. If you guys get books personally from me, know that it is personalized from me, and you just got to figure out how. So it's only if you get them from me. But shout out to Alex. Appreciate you, brother. What else do we got going on? Yeah. Grommets, you guys. I have grommets. I have, they're limited to 500. You can get them signed or unsigned. The signed ones, I got pretty low amounts left. And what I'm going to do, you guys, is like whenever, like for MegaCon, I'll be bringing copies to MegaCon because I think even more of us are going to be at MegaCon. So I'm going to get, and I'll make sure that I put on each one of them like MegaCon 2025. You know, they're not going to be the same as the San Diego ones, which were the initial ones. And those are all special too. So look at that, bro. Holy cow. By the way, did you guys see the Nakatomi Sveta stuff? Profile isn't available. What the hell? Did you guys see the Nakatomi Sveta stuff? You guys hear about this? So Nakatomi Inc. is like a spin-off, I think, of Mondo. And they put out these prints for Sveta.
Print?
Yeah.
Then there needs to be a medal on a book.
Limited edition of 75 silver foil and 25 rainbow foil.
Holy smokes.
Foil screen printed posters.
It's Adam, it kind of looks like a futuristic Bridezilla, like the head of Bridezilla on the body of a female cyborg. And it kind of has that look like that image from Metropolis. From the
sweet.
Yeah, it's but it's the if you ever seen Sveta's artwork, this is it's just perfect. It needs, like I said, and it's all black background with the chrome body up front, and it needs to be on a medal. It needs to be on a cover of something.
That should be a T-shirt too.
Check out this one.
Yeah, sure.
Here's another one.
Yeah. That's a little
super punk rock, man. Holy cow. So they're posters. That's nuts.
Oof, that's
amazing.
nice.
Dude, she's
That one
amazing, bro.
interesting. Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Check this out. This is them.
Yeah, I was
screen
gonna
printing
say
them.
like a poster size then, right?
Yeah, look at this. That's dope, man. Wow. Bro. They're on straight metal. That would look sick, frame.
Yeah.
The rest of the Harley Elvira should be in people's hands by next week. I only have a few more left to ship out. And just got the medals.
Those medals are all sold, right?
All of them are sold except I kept 3 of them. And I might sell one of them to somebody who has been asking me every day about it because she's a huge Harley Elvira. She's a huge Elvira fan, and she didn't get one of the medals, and she buys everything by Elvira that is out. She owns everything, and she's freaking out because she doesn't have a medal. So I might give her one. I got to be honest, man. I wish I would have kept more because I didn't think they would all sell out. I don't think any of us did. So I put up, I just put up a random number thinking, oh, okay, that'll be fine. I won't have to like reload them before I get back from New York. And that was a mistake because they all sold. So we gave Sveta 10%, so she got 40 trade, 40 virgin, and then how many? 15 foil and 5 of the metal. So
okay,
and then
good for her.
And then I only have like I don't know, maybe 10 of each. I think I saved. Other than the medals, I only have 4 of the medals.
Well, congratulations to that collector that's going to probably get that medal, man. Because I received my copies, the regular cardstocks, and they're beautiful. I mean, really beautiful.
Yeah, they turned out well. The only problem
I can only imagine how much nicer it is in metal.
The only problem is that I haven't really talked about this, but some of the virgins got. Not some of them, a vast majority of the versions got damaged. So, and we didn't like go back to print on any of them. And so like, you know, people that have the virgins just know that. I'm not going to say how many, but a big chunk of them got damaged. So the virgins are way more rare than people realize. And that's, you know, I won't say how much because that's not I'm not going to do that, but just know that. Let's see here. Oh, here's the other Sveta thing. Look at this. Woo.
I saw that. Yeah.
Mercy Sparks, Daddy Issues variant. She did a regular and a Mercy in the devil form.
Is that like a good girl, bad girl thing?
Yep.
That is awesome, bro.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I'm so happy for just how well everything's going, like for her and for Andrew and for, you know, just to see their comic stuff blow up. It's fucking cool. And just remember, you can get stuff like this. You know, here's the other. She did 3 of these Nakatomi prints. This is the 3rd one. Let me show you the finished project. Here we go. That's pretty dope too. It's like a medieval knight chick. Full on well, not full on, but pretty damn close to lower nudity that I'll probably get dinged for. So I will
Yeah.
Google its art. It is art Google with Bush.
Well,
There you go, Adam. That's the one you want.
testify.
Yeah, she's killing it, bro.
Hey, did you get a copy of that new G.I. Joe book that dropped by Spears? I picked mine up this morning.
Is that the Cobra Commander?
Yeah, this one right here. Oh my God, this is so cool.
Is it? I can't wait to see the Virgin, dude. I mean, and it's foil, right?
No,
No?
this is just a regular paper
bro.
cover.
Holy cow.
I don't think there's any versions of this or any foils. It's just a regular, unless they do some kind of
I think Mark's gonna do something where he's gonna do
some
a
kind of
Virgin foil.
either a second print, or if he does like a con exclusive. If he does a con exclusive of this, it needs to be Virgin and, like you said, like a foil or something.
By the way, I gotta show you guys something. Let me see this shit here.
This was cool. I grabbed this. A little Sabrina incentive. Very cool. I think that's going to be a good one.
So this is, check this out. This is the pack that I opened the other night of Garbage Pail Kids. Pretty dope.
Is that an original pack?
Yeah. Series 4. Original pack, Series 4. I opened this the other night on, I can't remember. Was it a show or Whatnot? It might have been Whatnot.
Did you open that last week, maybe?
Maybe last week. This is the Vampirella pack we're going to open. This is, dude, it came in a fucking tank. An absolute tank. So.
Your screen has like crosshairs on it or something.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can get rid of that. Let's go. Video, maybe. Video. How can I get rid of those crosshairs? What the fuck is that shit? Hold on, let's do this. Let me go here. Extra camera. Remove. Add. Extra camera. Sorry, you guys are going to take you into the matrix real quick. Add. Extra camera. Share. There we go.
Yep, it's gone.
All right. So yeah, here's the Vampirella stuff. So we'll open that in a second. Check this shit out. You guys are gonna trip. So we didn't do we didn't do a Whatnot sale last night. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm stoned. I apologize, you guys.
You didn't do a hot 10 last night?
No hot 10.
Right. We didn't do a hot 10 last night. So I said, screw it. I'm just gonna do a quick Whatnot sale. So I just said, let's run something real quick. So I just did something late night, and it was a lot of fun. I opened up some blind bags, and you guys got to see this. So this
is from the. I'm sorry, Brian. That's from the Vampirella bags. This one?
No. This is from my Whatnot sale last night.
Okay.
Because we didn't do a hot 10, so I did a Whatnot sale. And the last sale of the night, I said, okay, I'm going to sell this Mark Spears set. So I did, this is the entire set of the Green Hornet Miss Fury #1 Mark Spears variant, right? It's 5 books. So I said 5 books, and these 5 books, and I said 2 blind bags, okay? And then at the very end, as it was at 4 seconds, I said, you know what, screw it. And because I only had 2 more blind bags left for the entire sale. And so I said, whoever wins this, you're going to get 2 extra blind bags. And that was as it was ending. So I just threw it on top. They didn't know that I was going to do that. And they all sold. And check out this. Dude, I was on fire. And I was telling John, these aren't like major hits from the blind bags, but the stuff that I was pulling is crazy. So this is the final 4 bags. And I haven't seen any of these. I haven't opened any of these for myself, none of them. So I don't know what's in these, like sometimes you can say, "Oh, okay, I'm getting a lot of these ones or getting a lot of these ones." I haven't seen any of these Dave Stevens variants.
Dave Stevens
homages, yeah. So I pull one of these.
The McFarlane homage.
The McFarlane Spider-Man homage for Mr. Funny, the Funny Bones. And check this out, dude. All right. I pull it out of the black bag and I go, "What is this?" I see, by the way, Mark is in the Whatnot chat as we're doing this. And I see this as I pull it out of the bag and I go, "What is this?" And I'm like, "What is this?" And I turn it over and I see this. I'm like, "What the hell?" And I open it.
Oh, it's an error.
It's an error copy of the Stevens homage. They put the cover on backwards.
Oh, wow.
How crazy is that, dude? So that's shout out to my boy Lord Zero who won that final sale, because talk about a score on. So I pulled those. Let me show you some of the other ones that I couldn't believe it. I pulled.
That is the first time I've seen that. I've seen some errors in his books, but more like printing errors. That's the first time I've seen that.
This was another person that got 4 blind bags. No, I was doing 5 blind bags at $20 starts, and people were getting them for $20 for 5 blind bags. So this is another person got a Night of the Living Dead, a black sketch cover, and the foil Frankenstein.
It's a nice hit, that Night of the Living Dead.
Another guy got Chris got the 2 Mark Harley Elvira variants and 2 blind bags, and got one of these and another one of these. It was crazy, bro. I pulled a bunch of cool foils. One guy he just needs foils, and like I pulled out of 1 5-bag set. I pulled 2 Night of Living Deads and 1 foil, and then another 5-bag set. I did 2 different foils. So it was a really good night, man. It was a great. Unfortunately, we didn't do the Hot 10, but it was cool to do the Whatnot sale. I'll be doing another Whatnot sale tomorrow night, you guys. Really big Whatnot sale, so come hang out. We'll have bunches of keys, vintage, modern, signed books, Art Adams, Ryan Otley, Joe Benitez, Will Jack. I mean, you guys name it. We're going to have it tomorrow night.
I got a question. Those Stein packs, I know he sold out. Does he do the Stein pack openings during the Hot 10, or is it a separate show altogether?
This week he's going to do a separate show altogether. So if you guys make sure you guys have your notifications hit for the Stein stuff, because if you do, then you'll get notified when we open the Stein packs. Stein packs 12 are all sold out. And we're going to be opening them this week. Shout out to my boy Paul W, who's going through.
How is Paul doing?
Yeah, unfortunately, he's going through cancer treatment right now. So he's selling a bunch of his books. So we put him in Stein Pack 12. So shout out to Stein for that.
Yeah, I've never participated in the Stein packs, not because I don't, it's just I really don't typically jump into like blind bag stuff, but because of the cause, I bought one of the higher tier blind bags, just because it's going towards a good cause for Paul. So,
amen.
Yeah.
All right, here's that Vampirella bag. I'm actually looking forward to it. So they sent it really good. They put it in like a tank to begin with. It was in a one of those like cardboard envelopes, and then that envelope was in another box, and then in the cardboard envelope was 2 corrugated cardboard pieces, and in between that was this in a magazine bag, it looks like, or a life bag. And then that comes in its own little poly mailer type thing, which is pretty dope. 5 limited edition and rare Vampirella comics ash cans, comics, an ash can, and limited edition pro card. So I'll get 1 metal or holofoil variant, guaranteed per pack at $100 value. 1 of 4 Lupacino uncirculated archival Vampirella number 21 variants, guaranteed per pack. 1 Vampirella blank sketch cover, guaranteed per pack, of which 25 of them are hand-drawn sketches, will be randomly inserted. 1 Vampirella buyback classic issue signed by Nick. Oh, that's cool. That's dope. They did the buybacks. That's awesome. I'm very interested in that. 1 Vampirella number 1 ash can featuring Mark Spears or Lucio Perillo cover art, guaranteed per pack. I'm stoked about that. 1 Vampirella promo trading card, blank sketch card, or metal card, guaranteed per pack. So, all right. If you guys remember, this is random. Like, I actually bought this to test it out. I didn't have them send me one. Nothing. This is actually.
What's the buy-in per pack?
I
Brian?
think I can't remember. I think it was like I can't remember. If anybody knows in chat, let me know. I'm spacing on that one right now. Maybe 150 or 50. I can't remember. All right, here we go. Here's a chance to win 1 amazing new collectible Dynamite mystery bag. Please take a photo of yourself and your blind bag and hit up social media. Tag us for your... That's fucking cool. That's really cool. That's smart. So there you go. We'll do that here in a second. That's cool. All right, here we go. This is... Dynamite Entertainment has issued the certificate to authenticate Vampirella buyback book as one of a specially limited series of copies signed by Dynamite CEO, publisher Nicola Barucci. Shout out to Nick. Oh, whoa. Hold
Nice
on
cover.
here. Did you see it? It was signed.
It says it's signed by Nick.
I know, but I didn't realize that it was going to be signed like on the cover. Oh, that's sick, bro. They stamped it. They actually
They did like the trading cards. They give it the
Yeah, bro.
embossed stamp. Yeah,
That's fucking awesome.
So they took an original book and they kind of modernized it with the heat stamp, which is really cool.
The only thing, and this isn't their fault, obviously, but I wish it wasn't. It's just a little bit smudged, but that's dope. Nick doesn't ever sign books. He usually just signs the back of this. You know what I mean? But now that's cool. He's actually signed the book. Dude, that's dope. So it's Vampirella Strikes number 8. Is that Perillo? Perillo cover. That's a dope book. When was this out?
It's a great cover.
It is a beautiful cover. Oh, these early Perillos are not 2022, so it's not super early. 2022, but that's a dope Perillo, and it's signed by Barucci, and it has the little stamp, so that's cool. I like that. I'm into shit like that. I always liked the way Topps would do their buyback shit, right? They started doing it in baseball cards back in the late 90s, I think. And now they do it in Garbage Pail Kids, where they'll buy old Garbage Pail Kids cards. I love this type of shit, man. They'll buy old Garbage Pail Kids cards and they'll put them in. And it's one thing just to put them in, but I think it's super cool that they stamp it and they had like they did, like Dynamite did for this.
Yeah,
That's
fucking
smooth.
cool. That's really smart. All right, what is this? This is our sketch cover. Just a regular sketch cover. So we
blank
didn't
cover,
hit.
yeah.
We didn't hit, which is it's okay though. It's okay though. I'm cool with that. I wasn't expecting. Ooh, this is a metal. So this is the metal. Ooh,
Oof, that's a
Frizen.
Frizen.
Ooh.
Jesus, that's a score. What's it number to? What's the limit? Does it give you a number?
It says Dynamite has issued this certificate to authenticate this copy of Vampirella 2 Frizen Metal premium cover as one of a specially limited series of copies. It doesn't say.
That means it's probably limited to 100 because anything less than that, they usually number it on that certificate.
Bro, that is gorgeous.
I really don't think they make any more than 100 on a metal.
Dude,
but that's something that you definitely got to get somebody to get that signed by Frizen for you.
100%, bro. Yeah, I'll get this signed and graded.
Smoking hot. Wow,
it looks
that
like
is
it's in
nice.
great condition.
That's a major hit.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's big pimping, man.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Absolutely gorgeous.
That's a keeper, brother.
Yeah. So there we go.
Or,
Nice little
like
hit.
I said, even if you flip it, but get it signed first so you can.
That's on the bag. It's not a ding. It actually just on the bag.
Well, that's why they wrap that bag up the way they do, right? Because
Yeah.
they got metals in there and stuff.
All the little smudges are on the bag, not the
That is
comic.
really nice.
Yeah.
Congrats on that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, what is this? This is our cards. Let's check out our cards here, and our final book should be, I think, an ash can, maybe? I don't know. Let me check out these cards. These are promo cards. Ooh, Frizen. That's pretty dope. Nice Frizen.
Are the trading cards something new they're gonna put out? And this is
know.
like some samples of them
think
because
Nick
she's
said-
never made.
I think Nick
I don't
said he
think
was
they've ever
going to
made
try
trading
to.
cards of. Right.
He said he was going to try to come on. I think either Wednesday or Saturday. Or I think this upcoming, maybe Wednesday or next Wednesday. I can't remember, but we'll have to ask him that. Here's my other trading card. This is the Chio Perillo Crowdfunder Collector's Trading Card exclusive premium promo card. Is on the back, and it's a Perillo.
What's it say on the back of the Frizen card?
One sec. Let me sleeve this guy up.
Because the second one, the Perillo, is a promo. So
this says Blind Bag Extravaganza Special Stretch Goal Trading Card. Art by Jenny Frizen. Vampirella number 2 cover.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right, here's the metal card. So this says, ooh, look at that. Dude, look at that. Look how it. Dude.
That's nice.
Jesus. When the light hits this, it pops. It looks like a movie. Like it looks like when the light, if you look at this in hand, it looks like an MP. Like it's crazy. It looks like something's playing a movie.
Yeah.
Nice.
It says Vampirella Legacy Trading Card Set Special 2026 Preview Promo Card. Lucio Perillo. Ooh.
That is nice.
Look at that.
Dude, and that skull on the cover. Oh my god, that's nice.
Look at that. Let me
Dude, you're
some
gonna get
light
that
on
card
this,
signed
dude.
too. Send that thing to PSA.
Yeah.
Well, not PSA. I would go to CGC with that. The trading card submission for CGC.
Excuse me, Johnny. CGC is better than PSA for non-sports cards.
I would say non-sports cards. It's probably a better look in a CGC slab, in my opinion. But that doesn't mean shit. You know, it's all preference too. If you're a PSA person, just make sure you fill out the paperwork correctly and then tell them exactly what it is. Because
I just bought a collection of some of those old school Jim Lee X-Men cards, and some of them I think would come back 10s.
Ooh.
Right.
All right. Hold on. This is an ash
You
can
got
and a book.
an ash can.
And it is the spear. It's the one I wanted. Nice. I wanted the Spears ash can because I didn't get this original cover.
Yep.
An
ash can is hot.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wait.
And then what is this? Is the Lupacino. Fortunately, my bag is torn. Let me get a new bag on this guy.
And you know, you can probably peel that Dynamite Forces seal. It comes off pretty good, and put it on the new bag.
Oh yeah, you definitely got to throw that on the new bag.
Yeah.
I want to get some of those made. I want to get some. They're just they're holograms like that, but it's just the Beyond Wednesday's skull, and I want to put it on the back of all my things like Dynamic Forces does.
Oh, the little
Right?
sticker.
That'd be sick if that was just the Beyond Wednesday skull as a hologram. There's the Lupacino. So I'm not disappointed in the least that I didn't get a sketch, because I think that Frizen hit was a big hit, and the main thing that I wanted, I had a 50% chance to get the Spears ash can. And I wouldn't have been bummed out with the Perillo ash can, but this is the main thing that I wanted was the Spears ash can.
Well, that Frizen metal though, it's something special.
Yeah.
And if you do get her to sign that, you get her to sign that in something that pops, like a paint marker or something that really pops.
White paint marker.
White, or even like what do they call it? They do have glow in the dark. I found I'm ordering a glow in the dark paint marker.
You mean like these?
Oh, probably, yeah.
All right. Not too bad. Let me put this in a bag real quick. I need to get a sketch. Somebody to do a sketch cover on this. That's for sure. And then I got my, this is actually really cool. This might be the second coolest thing out of all of it, is to actually have a Nick Barucci actual signed book with the freaking buyback. So for those of you guys that don't know what this means, they went and found this Vampirella book, bought it back, and put it in the packs. They put this special it says official Vampirella buyback book, and it's foil, it's embossed. Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, that's dope, dude.
That might be I mean, if the buy-in is $150, you're exceeding that easily, probably easily double or triple that with the Frizen metal.
Well, there we go. We'll have to put this video up with this code here. I'll go back to this video and use the code in this video and put this up with it, so they can use it, because that's pretty dope. And I'm definitely gonna keep this as well, and this. Probably should just put these in a. Can you put these in a? Am I too much of a nerd because I do shit like this? Do you guys do this? If you guys like, for your first Mark Spears blind bag that you opened, did you keep the bag?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I did that for the Spears. I know I did it for the Battle Beast.
Yeah. Put it right in the bag in the back, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm too much of a nerd.
Nerds.
All right, there we go. Shout out to Dynamite for the good presentation. Good job. Nice group of collectibles. I really like the cards. The cards they did very well on. I mean, that is gorgeous right there. That Perillo metal card is really, really nice. So, tits. Couldn't ask for, well, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, there could have been like a freaking badass sketch cover in there, but I'm stoked with the Frizen, and I'm stoked with the cards, and I'm stoked with everything except the not getting the sketch cover, but can't ask for a god pack.
And you got that cool ash can too. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, imagine what a god pack is in that. Like, that could have been a god pack if it had the sketch cover. That would have been a god pack, I think.
Did Nick say he put together some god packs for those?
I didn't. We're gonna have to ask him. That's a great question. He said he wants to try and come on next week sometime. So we'll get him on one of the shows. We'll have him jump on, and we have to ask him if he put together god packs. And what was the other question? There was another question. If he There's another question I can't remember right now. Oh, there he is. Look, he's in chat. Jumped in at the right time. 25 packs randomly have sketches. Hey, Nick, did you do a God pack? Like, did you put like one pack that just has everything amazing? Yeah. That would be super cool. You're going to have to rewind it, Nick, and watch us open it because it was actually really good. We said his name 3 times. Yeah, like Candyman. Nicky B. All right. That was really fun, actually. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully, if you guys got yours, if you guys got your Vampirella packs, make sure you guys post a video. As a matter of fact,
He's answering you. He's got a comment there about Alex Ross.
Also, a few packs have Alex Ross #1 worth of. Oh, the one that we were talking about, the one where she's coming out the blood. Oh my god, dude, I need one of those.
Yeah.
You mean this one?
I need one of those, John. I gotta get one of those, bro.
I know a guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
you know a guy too.
The same guy.
That Alex Ross is amazing. It's funny, I'm telling John that I need one, and he gave me this one in New York.
Yep. That's a nice one too.
This and that blood one are 2 grails of mine, bro. Like serious grails, dude. Yeah. I'm a nerd for that old school limited to 50 ultra rare edition Dynamite stuff, you know? So people, you can pull that Alex Ross out of those packs. Holy moly. Holy cow.
I think that if he's talking about the one I just held up, this is a little bit more than 300.
Yeah, it's a $500 raw book.
Yep. So, hey Nick, the last sale on this was 500. So,
500 raw.
And if you get like a 9.8 worthy copy, forget about it. It's got to be over 1,000. Oh yeah, definitely over 1,000.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, good shit. Yee.
What's going on?
What's up,
you
buddy?
look like you had an ultimate session, bro.
I had work all day today, and then I had band practice right after that. So all that band practice, that's an entire session itself.
Yeah.
And then I had a smoke session on the way home as well.
You said on the way.
Well, no, it was funny when Brian was having his session. I was smoking too, listening to the same music on my drive home, and then I had to walk my dog and all that. Then got the munchies, and now I'm here.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's fucking great, bro. All right, we've got FOC to talk about, but before we get into that, let's get into.
I got at you, McClay. I hope this makes your comic book drama, because these dudes, goofy ass dudes.
Into the news. Into the
But let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business. First things first, I want to talk about what we talked about last week, and that I said would happen, like it always happens. The drama farm that is the Comic Book Community Awards is being harvested right now. And we're not going to get into it too crazy tonight, but I will during a members only session. I want to give a big shout out to my boy, Biggie Shack, Immortal Biggie Shack. Well, one of my favorite content creators on this platform. He's one of the guys that I'm always watching. Even if he's not live, I'll try to go find his stuff, and when I'm editing or if I'm doing busy work, I'll throw on Immortal Biggie Shack. I love his content. It's very community based, like with his community that he's built, and his own content. And it's just kind of a place where they just chill and hang out and shoot the shit. It's just a bunch of friends, just kind of like what we created, like in his own style. But I didn't get to see that he won one of the awards at the Comic Book Community Awards before we went live last week. So shout out to him. But he put out a video talking about, I guess, the blowback on the Comic Book Community Awards has begun. People saying, "Oh, people that won shouldn't have won." And like I said, that always happens. There's always people that, complain about not winning and this and that. But it'll be interesting to kind of go and pull those videos of everybody talking about that and watching it, and kind of like as an outside looking in thing, check it out, EFAP it on members only type content. But it's very interesting to see that going on, because it's a given, unfortunately, with what that thing is and the way humans react to stuff. Somebody's always going to be angry about it, and it's kind of a bummer. But we'll farm that content a little bit more in members only stuff. But I did want to shout out the immortal Biggie Shaq for doing a good job, and I agree with a lot of the stuff he said in his response video today. So, all right, check this out, man. For you Funko collectors, the news just keeps getting worse.
Dude,
Funko Maker,
as a shareholder, I'm a shareholder. I should have sold my shares last year when it was like fucking $12 a share, or like after that one San Diego, or that was 2 years ago actually.
Yep. Well, here's the bummer, because Funko Pop bought out the Mondo stuff, and Mondo was such a great brand, a cool thing, and if Funko dies, doesn't that brand die as well? I mean, I imagine it'll sell off, and unfortunately, it'll probably turn into like a bankruptcy thing, like Diamond with Diamond. But I hope not. God, I hope not.
Same here. I mean, because they also own the Alamo Draft Houses too.
Really?
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
They're all the same company.
Well, Funko Pop
I
Maker.
didn't have shares.
Go ahead, you.
I'm just telling Derek. I did not have shares of Sears. It was Kodak.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that shit died out. That fucking killed me.
Funko Pop Maker admits it might not survive another year as sales crash. They've warned investors that it may not survive after reporting a sharp decline in sales and issuing a formal notice about its financial stability. Wow. Because here's the crazy thing. I still, from what I hear, I talk to the industry guys, a lot of retailers. I talk to three retailers, brick and mortar shops on a regular basis, and Funkos are big sellers for them still. Like, the amount of Funkos that they sell is crazy. So I don't know anybody that buys Funkos that's really into it. I'm sure I do. I just don't, know it. But they still sell a ton of Funkos. And it seems like even people that aren't huge Funko collectors will buy Funkos to give as gifts. Oh, I know he's into Batman. Oh, let's just go look for something of Batman. And they find a Funko at a shop or something.
I'll admit, Funko Pops are the greatest last-minute gift ever made.
Yeah.
On the way to the birthday party, if I forgot a gift, stop at Walgreens, go to the Funko Pop section. Ooh, they're in the Batman. They're in the whatever the character is. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, this is an interesting point of view. How you're saying it's a place so they can buy back their stock at a lower price point crash. Post crash.
Who knows? Why?
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah. But it is a bummer what will happen to the rest of if they go bankrupt. That sucks.
Yeah, because that suck on for the Mondo side of things, because Mondo puts out some of the greatest prints and other collectibles I've ever seen.
Here's
all the
something.
vinyl stuff too. Vinyl records.
Here's something funny that I know that we've had people talk about before in the past, but now it's becoming more prevalent. When does this stop working? Signature hack to get your CGC to open your package first. Send in 2 comics for Todd McFarlane signing. Put Todd McFarlane signing all over the box, but have 98 other comics for regular grading.
That's funny.
Okay.
So basically, Adam, what they did and this is actually Vintage Comics and Toys Phil, who we love Phil over here. He says, for $160 a pop for the Todd McFarlane signing, I decided to add another 98 comics to get graded. CGC will open your package first if there's comics submitted for a signature event. So I added a modern, bulk, and vintage to jump on the bandwagon in this package. With the wait times at 30 days, it would be amazing to have these before Christmas. A modern bulk order we dropped at Baltimore 3 weeks ago has still not been processed, and these might come back faster. Yeah. So then somebody answered, CGC has caught on to the unlimited trick and now have the received status, and they stick you in line with other packages that would be opened when yours should have. Clock doesn't start when it's received status, so sadly you can't use these hacks anymore. And here would be the funny part. What if he missed out on the Todd McFarlane signing because he tried to jump the line and they said, you know what? Put it in the freaking regular line.
Well, don't they separate that? Because it's different submissions, isn't it?
I don't know, man. I imagine they do, but what if, like, you know, if they said to him, like, hey, sorry, man, like we thought you reused a box maybe, and we saw that everything else, you know, just to fuck them, I wouldn't put it past them, you know.
Yeah, I can see them doing that.
I don't know. How much are they charging for a Todd McFarlane signature now, though?
$160.
Are you serious?
It's $160 a pop.
Yeah, $160 a pop.
I mean, that includes the comic grading. I forgot about that, but like, I don't know. That seems really expensive still.
And by the way, if you look for McFarlane signatures on eBay, you will find a account that is, I think, run by his kids, that when they need money,
that's run by his son.
Yeah, when they need money, they sell books. So if you go and look, wait, hold on, comic.
They have some good deals on there.
Look at some of the stuff that they've sold. So I mean, it's all signed by McFarlane. $86 for a Cyberforce number 8 signed by McFarlane. $71 for Amazing Spider-Man 302 signed by McFarlane newsstand. $160 for a Spider-Man 1 silver signed by McFarlane. So they're raw, and you're paying, some of them you're paying less than you would pay to get something graded by CGC. So you know what I mean? Like,
are they including something with the book that says that their dad signed it? Or
well, here's the thing. There is a COA, and if you want to get it personalized, they'll personalize it for you. Yeah.
With dedications and the whole 9 yards. I bid on this stuff all the time.
Yep.
Oh,
Like,
man. They really got their dad's signature down. Really good.
Dude, a Spawn number 5 newsstand, which is the first appearance of that killer. A Spawn number 5 newsstand signed by McFarlane. Yeah, the Billy Kincaid issue. Signed by McFarlane, $104. That is a killer deal. A gold signed Spawn number 1, the director's cut gold foil, signed by McFarlane, $122. A Spider-Man 13, the black suit cover 1 homage, signed by McFarlane, $150. I mean, this is the place to get your McFarlane autographs.
And then you could always get a JS8.
Yep. So make sure you guys follow McFarlane Signatures. They also have an IG account that they post on whenever they're getting ready to add books to it, so you guys can follow that.
Yeah, I follow them.
That's cool.
Did you guys hear about all the craziness going on with the Terrifier allegations? New Terrifier allegations reflect a growing list of artists who say they're afraid to speak out. Damien Leone was sued for breach of contract by actress Catherine Corrigan last week, drawing attention to several freelance artists who say the filmmaker misled them. How crazy is this, dude?
What?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find this. Here we go. Sued for breach of contract. It's been 11 days since Terrifier actress Catherine Corrigan filed suit against Damien Leone and producer Phil Falcone for breach of contract, citing a document already in evidence with Los Angeles federal court that includes not just ticket sales for the first 3 Terrifier movies, but also intense surge of merchandising and licensing deals that have since emerged out of the ultra-violent slasher series and its iconic killer, Art the Clown. So this is kind of crazy. It says here, many would agree not to be formally interviewed, citing fears of legal and social retaliation. Boyla says he already experienced that on social media thanks to Terrifier and has nothing to lose now. I know that the Terrifier guys can see this, and I know that they know I'm still out here, and I want them to know they did not sign. So it sounds like they're just I don't like, look at this. This has to do with a lot of con goers and stuff, I think it sounds like.
So are they fighting over the merchandising of their of like the Art the Clown images and stuff like that? Is that what
it says? Boyla and others contend Leone used the same script once Terrifier was successful and that they suffered. Oh, it says here, hold on. By many accounts, Barton was the professional foothold Leone and Falcone needed when they were still industry outsiders, peddling controversial product. Then he says he forced him out. Steve Barton, better known as Uncle Creepy online, spoke out shortly after Corcoran filed her claim and encouraged IndieWire to connect with Boyla. Dread Central co-founder and former editor-in-chief Barton was an established industry professional in the genre community long before his site's distribution label Dead Presence acquired the original Terrifier movie in late 2017. What are they saying exactly happened? Many would be formally interviewed citing fears.
I'm so confused. Is it,
Yeah.
Could this be over? Maybe something with the merchandising wasn't the original contract, and that's what caused the breach.
Like this until the news of Corcoran's finding inspired other sources to come forward with their own complaints about Leone and Falcone's business practices. So what are the fucking business practices? What a horrible article. Many artists said they did not feel like they knew enough about the film and business to question Leone. And much like distributor Barton, they believed the director would take care of them professionally as Terrifier grew. Barton and Corcoran's claims each reflect the same sense of confusion. These talented film fans say they now feel over... What the fuck? They completely ruined my outlook on the franchise. I was just doing stupid Art the Clown designs and to not feel miserable in my life. So from what I originally understood, it had to do with a bunch of artists that were working on stuff for him, and maybe they aren't getting paid? Slandered by the people who moderated the private Facebook group for the Terrifier film, founded in 2018 as the film was kicking off. It has close to 45,000 members. At the start, he says Art the Clown primarily as a place to connect with other horror lovers. Man, what a fucking joke. He started telling me...
I got to sum up for it.
All right.
We need an adult. Selden, can you research this and tell us what's going on?
Yeah, what the fuck? Let's go to ChatGPT and find out.
Oh, instead of like some AI spit out article of a bunch of quotes.
What are the main points? All right, here we go. Freelance artists and contributors claim they have been mistreated or silenced. Multiple artists who helped build the fan momentum of Terrifier franchise say they feel they were undervalued or not properly compensated. For example, one artist, Matt Boyla, says he was approached for a licensing deal but was shut down while being told he was not permitted to sell related merchandise. That's what it is at cons and stuff. Fear of speaking out. The article notes many people shared stories confidentially out of fear of legal or social consequences if they went public with their experience. As a result, only a few were willing to be named. A highlighted claim one licensee reported was told by a producer that they need to pay a 35% royalty fee to create and sell Terrifier-related merchandise, as a rate seen as unrealistic for small creators. Also, the artists felt that the franchise leveraged fan art and volunteer contributions without adequate discussions of rights or reward. Shared screenshots showing that moderators of fan groups allegedly disparaged members who raised concerns or opposed the core team. We've seen that before, haven't we? We've definitely seen that before in Discord groups. I will say that for sure. While the article focuses on disputes, it acknowledges that the Terrifier franchise has become a big fan phenomenon, which provides context for why contributions from fans and artists have high visibility. So there you go. Not paying the artist working for them. Not a good thing.
So to add to the drama alert and to the Fields of the Fire, my band doesn't pay a licensing fee to use the Ark of the Clowns image. So,
hey.
But hey, hit us up, get us famous.
Yeah, right.
Sue us, get us famous.
Have so
I mean, but the funny part is, I actually showed someone that worked at ESPN my the shirt and stuff like that, and they know executive producers, and they were going to show it to them too. So I wonder if we'll end up actually getting contacted by a lawyer or something like that. That'd be kind of funny.
So the Rob Liefeld versus John Byrne craziness continues.
Wait, there's a feud against them? Because I thought he was a giant fan of John Byrne.
Huge fan of the X-Men run, not a fan of John Byrne. John Byrne's a dick.
I can see that. John Byrne in real life is a douchebag.
Yeah. And so Liefeld worked on a jam piece of X-Men art at a con, and he was asked to ink over a John Byrne sketch of Angel. And John Byrne must have got butthurt and claimed that he didn't do the sketch. And so when Liefeld was showing it off on his site, somebody said, "Oh, John's saying he didn't do that." And Rob's like, "What are you talking about? Like, that's, and so they get into it over this. And then it becomes it sounds like it became a type thing where people said exactly what you said, Yi. And he started basically stating that John the whole time was just a douchebag during that run. Even though it is one of the greatest runs in comics history, John was hated by the creative team and all the editors over there.
There's a documentary on Hulu, on Prime, where even Chris Claremont was saying that he was kind of douchey.
Yeah. Oh wow, yeah. Well, I mean,
he's a documented douchebag.
Yeah, I mean, because I remember when he started showing up on the comic circuit scene again, doing signings and stuff like that. And then this is in the height of everyone getting stuff created, and he absolutely refused to allow a CGC witness anywhere near his booth or anything like that. He wouldn't sign anything for you if you were trying to get it, witness graded.
Yeah,
I can confirm that he is an app. I mean, and I was one of his biggest fans. The Uncanny X-Men run is one of my favorite ever, and still to this day, I don't think anyone's put together 45 issues or almost 50 issues that fantastic between Cockrum, Byrne, Terry Austin, and Chris Claremont, and it shattered everything I thought about the guy when I met him. He is not a nice guy.
Derek, we are going to do a documented douchebag t-shirt line. Great fucking idea. That is awesome.
Sweet. He's
Hell
a documented. Yeah. Actually, I've had my own run-ins with him when he was talking shit about Christopher Reeves back in the day, where he banned me from his message boards and the whole 9 yards.
And I'll be with Chris Claremont tomorrow, so.
Documented.
I heard he's super nice.
Yeah, another one. 3 in a row.
Oh, nice.
I love those. So this says here, Roy Thomas emphatically stating that what Chris Claremont, Dave Cockrum, and John Byrne set in motion became a big hit. But sure, it was on the cusp of cancellation. Byrne's entire run, because Byrne needs to have a persecution complex and twists the history so he's even more of a victim. There's always that. Listen, here's something that's funny. This goes along with the documented douchebag thing. Again, this goes back. We're going to go back in a circle to the comic book community awards stuff. And how these content groups and communities, handle situations. There is always going to be documented douchebags, and there's always going to be people that can't get along with others. There's always going to be people who have to always be a victim or are self-sabotage specialists that are going to ruin something. And you just got to know how to deal with them. And I think that we've learned how to deal with them pretty well, at least in my terms of Beyond Wednesdays and how I try to handle them. I put them on blast for a little bit. I make a couple funny commercials about them, and I play some funny commercials every once in a while. If they stick their head out and say something stupid, maybe I'll continue it if it's needed. If I feel like we've done our job, we've done our job. But every once in a while, you have to deal with the documented douchebags, and maybe creating a documented douchebag shirt, Beyond Wednesday's shirt, and we'll throw said documented douchebags on the shirt, holding like a, like they're in a mug shot, right? And they're holding a thing, documented douchebag, Ray Moreno, or you know what I mean? Like holding some type of shit, that would be fucking great. Ladies and gentlemen, that is definitely one of our shirts that's coming soon.
Awesome.
Yeah, fucking A, bro. I mean, we can't beat that.
John looked like he was having too much fun opening bags, so I wanted to jump in. I haven't opened any. I haven't opened any for myself yet. These are my first few to open.
It's funny because these are the bags I got from Leg. And I still have maybe I want to say maybe around 60 or 70 more from Leg I didn't open, but the last ones I just opened live here, I got 4
of the tricks.
Of the tricks.
Yeah.
One of them is this one. I really like this one. This is one of my favorites. The Star Wars homage.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
I think Johnny's got a blind bag addiction.
Yeah, wait to, and you know what? The
winter ones are coming.
It's going to get worse. I want another couple.
The winter bags are right around the corner.
Oh, I haven't even checked for the golden tickets.
Yeah, you got to start looking, bro.
Yeah.
You got to go through the whole book, bro.
Throughout the whole book, not just the front 2 pages.
Yep. Every page.
All right, I think we are getting close to being done with Drama Alert. Let me just make sure.
Hey, did you hear about the LCS that on Halloween they gave out free comic books to the kids or anybody?
It wasn't
who
an
showed up
LCS.
for...
It was a lady who gave out. It was at a trunk and treat where they do it at their car trunks. And a lady who owned a comic shop gave out comic books, and one of them was a Grendel book that had full frontal nudity in it. And
it was
awesome.
It was this book right here.
Yep.
What Grendel book?
Grendel.
This is it is Grendel Tales featuring.
Nice.
It's called Devil's Hammer.
All right. Ooh, I know what you. Yeah, that's not a good one to give out to a little kid, especially with that type of nudity.
Sweet.
It's number 1 of 3. So
this is the only book I wanted. I can stop opening bags now.
Oh, sick, bro.
Oh, you get the foil of that one. That one.
Oh, now you're gonna keep me opening these books like the pile I have next to me.
But yeah, so the parent of the child reported the book to the cops, and they had to go and deal with her, and I believe it resulted in an arrest, and also she has a $20,000 lawsuit that was dropped on her.
Holy
shit! It's bullshit.
Or a
It's
fine,
fucking
or a
cheesy.
fine, or something.
It's
There's a whole
cheesy,
article. It's you can actually look it up. It's but it's screwed up. Anyway, I was joking around telling somebody I found this is now a $20,000 book because of her $20,000 fine. But that sucks, you know.
So I got something.
Involved.
I got something very interesting to end Drama Alert with. So speaking about documented douchebags, I got a message sent to me recently about one of our documented douchebags that we had to put on blast at one time, and that is Epic Nation. I've had two people reach out to me recently about Epic. One guy who I will not name unless they want me to name him. I'm trying to find out more information, but said, hey, I found something interesting on them, not comic related, but scam related, and gave me a link where somebody is complaining that Epic Nation Collectibles sold me a counterfeit Labubu worth $344 at AnimeCon. So
That was at the New York Anime Fest that happened.
So it says here, Epic Nation Collectibles sold me a counterfeit Labubu worth $340 at AnimeCon and is now threatening me for exposing them. So there you go. He's selling counterfeit Labubus, and there is a big post on it on Reddit about it.
Oh wow! So it went from counterfeit comics to counterfeit Labubus.
Yep.
Yep.
And then
seems like a slippery slope.
And then I had another guy reach out to me about something like hundreds of thousands of dollars of money involved on something. And so I'm waiting to find more information. But again, this is what we see with this type of person, right? The type of person that it always happens with. It always happens with somebody that it's either money related or money and they're really petty, can't make friends type, like archetype of a person, right? Can't work well with others, can't be in a team, always thinks somebody's talking shit about them, and then ruins every friendship they have, right? That type of deal. And they always find a new grift, whether that's new content to make because they got kicked out of this content community. So now we're going to change our content up and do something different. New selling scam. We used to sell fake cars and, do crazy scams with renting people luxury vehicles. We got caught there. We're going to jump into comics and collectibles. Oh, we got caught there. We're going to jump into Labubu. You know what I mean? So there's always a new place for them to do their little grift. And we'll find out more information as the time goes on. So here's another thing. Let's see here. What does DJ say? Brian ordered some Mark Spears books on a site and were canceled when things were getting so hot. So Brian got screwed. Bad taste in my mouth. I don't know what that means. At official. I don't know what that means. I also heard from a guy that they did get. Oh, the seller didn't honor the sale. Tell me who that seller is. DJ. That's crazy. He ordered a bunch of Spears blind bags on a site.
I think he's talking about 616.
Oh,
because he's at official. He's responding to official's comment about 616.
What did official say about 616?
He's saying, I'm still waiting to hear why Brian has an issue with 616.
Perfect timing.
We asked the other night, but he didn't let us know.
Perfect timing. Right before we're about to end Drama Alert. Great job, Music Pub. Great question.
Douchebags, go ahead, Mr.
Speaking of official douchebags. All right, so I originally met 616 Comics through Bird City. It was Baltimore, I think like 2019, 2020, something like that. We all went. Ye was there. All of Flipside went. What? It was right at the end of the good times of Flipside, right before everything blew up. And it was just a complete blast. It was so much fun. We had such a great time. So we were all in Baltimore. Bird City was out there, and we went to go stop by and say hi to Bird City, and they introduced me to 616 Comics. A guy and his wife. His wife was really nice. She, I think, ran like a dog rescue, and I immediately kind of like, gelled with, like anybody that's into dogs and runs a dog rescue. I'm like, oh, I want to learn more about it. And she was really cool. He seemed really cool. He didn't talk to me or anything, but he seemed like a cool cat at the time. So I had a really good relationship with the guys. And so I met him there. Everything was fine. So going into what happened, I thought that seemed like a cool guy. Everything was good. I started hearing things behind the scenes from retailers about bad relationships with the guy, where basically the same story getting told over and over, where back in the day, retailers used to rely on these like groups where you would group up with other retailers and you would split like a variant, or 3 retailers would go on a variant. And I kept hearing the same story where basically the 616 guy would say, hey, we should do a variant sometime or something. Or, it would just kind of be behind the scenes talk. And then all of a sudden a retailer would get like a message from them saying, hey, you owe me this much money for this variant. And the guy's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, you said you would do a variant with me, so I did it. And, and the book had already been sold. So like, why even get in on it? Crazy stuff like that. Then crazy things like where I'd hear this guy leaving, like getting unhinged and leaving these crazy messages. I'm going to beat your ass the next time I see you at a con. And I'm not just talking about 1 or 2 retailers. I'm talking about the most amount of retailers I've ever had complain about another retailer's 616. And that started happening at the same time that Mark blew up. Mark's first cover that he ever did, that was not that he ever did, but the first cover that released when he was getting hot, was a 616 Vampirella cover. It was, a matter of fact, it was...
Well, Brian, that's his first exclusive.
Yeah, his first exclusive cover. It's actually his first cover, right?
No, he did cover work for Spawn, a few Spawn issues.
No, this is way before the Spawn. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware of that.
Yeah, so this Vampirella, not this Ashcan, but this Vampirella book drawing was used by 616 for a Vampirella variant that they did. And, when Mark, we found that out, obviously, because that's what I collect. And it was during a show, I think. And they had a bunch on their site. So we all went and bought it. Everybody in the live, a bunch of people in the live bought it. I think they were like $8 a piece. They had a ton of them. And I started getting messages from people saying they weren't going to honor the sale. And then so next show, I'm like, well, I'm going to try it. So I go to, they're not listed on their site anymore, but they have them on their eBay. So I buy it on their eBay. And sure enough, they don't honor the sale. And what do? They put the book back up for like 100 times.
$400.
Yeah, like $400. And I'm like, what?
I don't know if it was that much, but it was
crazy.
It was multiplied.
Yeah, 100 times. Yeah. And there was a lot of people that they wouldn't honor the sale. That's the biggest mistake you can make as a retailer. A book that you have that would be like me selling out of the Vampirella Harleys and telling all the people that bought them, nah, you guys, we're refunding the money and we're going to put it back up. Even though we sold them for 20 and they sold out, we know that people are retailing them for 180 a piece. We're going to say that none of those that are good. We're going to cancel all of those and put them back up for 200 a piece. You guys would trip on me, right, if I did that.
There'd be forks, pitch knives.
You would trip on me.
You're right. This is the other one that he did that came out with that Vampirella in 2022.
Yep.
The Spawns didn't come out till 2023, so that's like a year earlier. So you're right.
Trust me, bro. You might be a big Mark Spears fan, but you're not the biggest Mark Spears fan. I might be quiet about it, but I know my shit. Billy, you jumped in right at the wrong time, brother. We're in here shitting on 616. Are you sure you want to be here?
Oh, I don't care.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So
I'm not affiliated with them.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
and then when you're done, I have a story about them too.
So basically, that would be like me canceling those Elvira Harley Sveta variants because I knew they got hot on the secondary market and saying, nah, we're not going to honor the sale. As a retailer, if you don't honor that sale, That is the worst thing one of the worst things that you can do. And so that like put the 2 and 2 together. And then it continued, like the retailers that would reach out to me and be like, holy cow, these are good guys. This guy's a douchebag. I will say this though. Recently, I have heard that he has kind of reached out to a few people that he was that was just a complete asshole to, and kind of like said, "Hey, I shouldn't have been an asshole." And if that's the case, and that he does that and continue and like changes the way and realizes that he was a douchebag, maybe there's some there's a future for him, but a redemption story. But I don't see it, and I've never had more people complain about a retailer than 616.
Well, the one thing I do remember is when Bird City Comics did a shared exclusive with them, that it was the Poison Ivy cover. I forget who the artist was, but they did the shared exclusive with them, like just just on normal like cardstock paper or whatever, right? And then months later, 616 reused that cover in a foil cover, and shared it with someone else, and didn't include Bird City at all with that.
Bird City,
So it was like kind of because Bird City was the one that found the artist for it. So I thought that was the craziest story to hear, that like to do a shared exclusive and then release it again with someone else, and then completely leave out the other partner from it.
Zabit says, for all the complaints on 616, though, they've outlived a lot of the retailers that have talked shit about them. Is that because they've found good artists, or that people that don't know about the bullshit that they've pulled? I don't know. But here's the thing. I don't see a lot of retailers talking shit about them. Just because a retailer behind the scenes has vented and said, hey, this is the situation I've had, that doesn't mean retailers are talking shit about them.
Everyone's gone public with it.
I'm in a very weird position that a lot of and we have retailers on the show all the time. We have Billy on here right now. I'm in a weird position where, because I'm a content creator, it's almost like I'm a person that can talk about this and not get necessarily like, it's not something another retailer should do to go and publicly out somebody, but a content creator can do it, right? And it's almost like I'm not going to get trounced on for it. So a lot of people will mention stuff, and I'm not going to come out here and out the retailers. That's not a good thing to do. But it's in all honesty, like I've had a huge amount of people just say, hey, I've had issues with them too. And it sucks. It really sucks, because they have some great fucking covers. Dude, Cedric Pouliot is a fucking badass. Whether or not he has the taint of being a AI artist still around him, because from what I hear, he used to have on his social media accounts a term that literally said an AI artist. I don't know if he was fucking with people and just putting that up there, being like, you know what, people are going to say I'm an AI artist, I'm going to lean into it. But he used to have that on his social media accounts. There's pictures, screenshots floating around of it. But whether or not that is him fucking with people, or he really does use some type of tool that's considered to be AI, the dude's a good artist. He's and his finished product is some of the best covers in the comic game. It's absolutely amazing. So Ivan Talavera, another great, amazing artist. So the dude at 616 got a great eye for art, but that doesn't mean anything other than he's got a great eye for art. So that being said, anybody got anything else spicy before I call it a night for Drama Alert?
Have you done the Dynamite blind bag yet?
I just did. Did you see it? Do you want me to go?
No,
over it?
I don't. How did you get it, dude? I mean,
I bought it.
They keep pushing it and put what?
I bought it on
Where?
Kickstarter.
Oh,
yeah.
So you're not talking about the blind bags that are coming out for Vamp or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, these are the Vampirella anniversary blind bags.
Okay, because they have a book that keeps getting blind bagged. They're doing a bunch of different blind bags, and they on the FOC it says a certain date, but it keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed.
Well,
I gotta tell them
we'll ask Nick because Nick's in the chat, so we'll ask him here in a second. Stick around, Nick, for a minute. One final thing before I call it a night. I did get a message about somebody thinking they got some open blind bags from somebody. I'm waiting to see pictures on that stuff. So we'll see if that plays out, but I don't know how true it is, and we'll see how it plays out. But that being said, let's have our boy Diamond Dave lead us back into the regular show.
Can you hear me out there? Hey man, don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, pal.
All right. So it sounds like the blind bags you were talking about got pushed till December. Is that what he's saying, Billy?
He says hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully in December. Okay, so
Lunar
that'll be
says 11
Vampirella 8. What is the solicitation for that, Billy?
It doesn't. Here's the problem. Here, Nick, I don't need you to jump on. You can just answer in chat, okay? When I was doing FOC for your blind bag stuff, I literally have to say I have no idea what's inside because in your description, it doesn't say anything. Like whether it's a foil or it's a special artist or your descriptions on Lunar don't say anything. So, and then, of course, the release dates. I mean, we're 2 weeks behind now. And then I read it said 11/19. So I messaged my whole store 11/19 because I get messages for it. And it looks like you're saying December now in the chat, which is insane. So there's like a lot of little tweaks that maybe you could make that would be great for store owners, I guess, and of course our customers, because dude, I get so many messages, Nick, about your Dynamite stuff.
Well, that's great feedback. That I know
crazy. I'm gonna go crazy, dude.
I know that's good feedback. That I'll add it to the email. I got something. I got an email.
Well, no, he heard. He just said something.
So yeah, the ones that I got, Billy, were the Vampirella anniversary ones. Did you see me open it? So I got the Spears ash can. So real quick, I'll just run through this. What I got: Spears ash can. So you know how Nick usually when he does dynamic forces, he'll sign like. It'll look like his signature on. It's got the signature on the back. Well, for these ones, they went and bought old stuff that is Dynamite stuff, and he actually signed the book, and they put a embossed stamp on it saying that this is a buyback, specifically for this Kickstarter, and it says buyback book Vampirella anniversary Kickstarter. And Nick actually signed it, so that's super cool. And
Nick signed it?
Yeah, Nick. Yep. Yeah. And this is a Perillo buyback, so you'll get a different book. And then you can get either the blank sketch or a regular sketch. They put in 25 sketch covers, and look at this, bro. Frizzen foil or Frizzen metal.
Metal.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
That was a
Metal.
Kickstarter blind bag.
Yeah. And then Lupacino variant that you can only get these in the blind bags too. And then and that's it. And then they also came with
sick.
Dude, look at
this.
Look at this.
But the real question is, did he sign it before the buyback or after the buyback?
After the buyback.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just like Topps, dude. It's just like what Topps does, where they'll
he signed it with Giorello.
Yeah. Look at this. He says, I haven't signed comics in probably 18 years. That's awesome, dude. I think that's cool.
So my question to you is, how much are you asking for the metal Frozen?
I'm keeping it. I'm going to go get it signed, bro.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. I'm gonna get it signed, dude. So
Hell yeah. Oh,
yeah.
so does that mean you're going to Chicago then?
No, I'm not gonna go to Chicago, but I don't know if she's gonna be in MegaCon at MegaCon. So, but yeah,
Aaron, where is she going to be at in Chicago, man?
so there's the embossed, and I showed it
Does that
really
mean they
nice.
can buy it back? I don't understand.
No. So buybacks, what buybacks are basically like, so the first place where I started seeing buybacks that I can remember was Topps baseball cards in like 93 or 94. They did this thing where they would go out and buy old cards from the public, right? Or at card like conventions and stuff. And then they would take that card, instead of just putting that card in pack, they would refoil stamp it like 1994 vintage buyback on it. Okay. And then it might just be a regular card, like a common, but it could also be like a 53 man, like a 55 mantle or something, it could be any card and their history. And it basically was super cool because it made it like an extra cool thing. This is a vintage card with the special foil stamp that they put on it after buying it back. And then they would put it randomly in packs. Well, that turned into like Garbage Pail Kids did it this year with their 40th anniversary stuff. They went and bought old Garbage Pail Kids cards and then foil stamped it 40th anniversary buyback and put it in the new Chrome packs, right? So they did the same thing for Vampirella. So any Vampirella stuff, they went and bought old Vampirella stuff and they
Wait, hang on a second. Nick, you're telling me that Nick went out to comic book stores and bought old Vampirella books?
Hey, check this out.
Take it from his old back stock?
Check this out, bro. Not just old Dynamite stuff. So it's not just back stock from Dynamite. It's like old school Warren stuff, potentially. Like there could be a Vampirella #1,
But it's all Dynamite.
I don't think it's all Dynamite. I don't know. It could be Warren stuff.
That would be like acetate gate. Like he would go buy somebody else's comic.
No, it
then
wouldn't.
Put an embossment on it and then put it in a blind bag, but it's some other company's comic. That doesn't make any sense.
Why not?
Because it's not his company.
But he doesn't have to own it to buy it back and put it in a blind bag.
Well, let's ask him because I want to make. Why don't we just ask him? Is it all Dynamite product? That's what I want to know.
Hey Nick, can you get old Vampirella stuff, Warren stuff in those blind bags? Is there old Vampirellas in there?
Yeah, there's Warren, and then after Warren, Harris had the Vampirella license.
Yeah, he says I think it's okay with Vampirella from Warren and Vampirella from Harris Publications.
That doesn't mean that he did it though.
He says I did. I did.
He said I did not.
No, he says I did.
I did not personally go
He
out
didn't
and buy
personally
them.
do it, but he did put the old ones in right there. Nick, I did.
And then he says I
can, and I did.
Did it? Okay, now we did.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Nick, I'm gonna send you the link. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna make this easy. Yes. Billy's always coming on and making Nick come up here. Jesus, Billy.
So what I just read was it's
don't
coming from
understand
his
buyback.
personal collection that he went out and handpicked out and bought himself. Is what I just read from the chat. Oh wait, I'm just joking.
All right, hold on here. Nick, this is for you, brother. I'm gonna put it in the comment section.
I don't understand the buyback program.
You don't
because they're doing it in baseball cards too. Okay.
Yeah.
So like, say you open a pack of cards. Oh, so here's a perfect example. So recently, Topps started doing it again with the MVP for the American League and National League. So the first year they did it, I think it was like, who was it? Was it Ohtani and Judge?
Yeah, the MVP buybacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a different buyback. That's a different type of buyback.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's
That's
still
not
like
the
kind of
same
the same kind
thing.
of principle.
No, totally different.
But you're
There
thinking,
you are, Nick.
but it's more like the Topps Archives thing where they buy back those cards.
That's
get them stamped for the
what a
year.
yeah, this is a different than whoever wins MVP. You can take that into a card shop.
No,
and
I'm
sell
talking
for
about the
$40.
Topps Archives ones. So like, it's one card and it's from any various different years, previous years. The
Yes.
cards are signed, and then they
Yes.
stamp them
Yes.
for this set, and then it's a 1 of 1 or whatever.
Yeah. And Zabit says, I think Billy means what is the value of Nick buying old Warren issues and imprinting them and signing? I don't think he's signing the old Warren issues.
That's not what I don't give a shit about that.
Okay.
I just want to know what's in it. Is he buying
got you.
other people's books? Is it just Dynamite? What is it?
It's just Vampirella books and Vampirella related books.
Okay.
We did put in one Vampirella Warren original #1 in there.
That's
we
awesome.
did put in some of the Harris Publications Vampirella #1s, like the famous Adam Hughes cover. We put 2 of those in there. And there are plenty of retailers who buy a lot of our books, go for the incentives, and have books left over. And my salespeople picked up a phone, called a few people. So
it's not.
I did not. When I said I did not personally go out and buy the books.
Yeah,
that's I did not.
Yeah.
The I did put in a Vampirella magazine #1, the Frank Frazetta. It's low grade. I don't want to
your personal
sell
copy.
it.
No.
It's not my personal copy.
Oh.
They're buybacks. They went and bought them off the
Whenever I
secondary
sell
market.
my personal books, we note them as file copies.
Oh yeah.
Like I get 20 copies of every Dynamite book. I know a guy, and so whenever I sell those are sold as file copies. But yeah, so like I said, picked up one Vampirella #1 Harris Publications. The way I look at it is, we own Vampirella.
Yeah.
So if we buy Vampirella published by, even if let's say there was a Top Cow Magdalena Vampirella crossover that Top Cow released, I could still, if I wanted to, buy that back and make that a buyback book, as long as Vampirella's on it.
Vampirella, nothing besides like you don't go buy Iron Man and fucking put it.
No. It's all got to be Vampirella. We even though we bought like some Panther books and some other characters, we didn't put them in this. They came in as part of some of the buys, but we debated internally. Wouldn't it be cool if we added like a Panther? And it was a big back and forth inside. We were like, well, what if we take the Panther and give an extra bonus to somebody? And I was like, some people, and look, internally everybody had a different opinion. One guy was like, yeah, let's add in the extra Panther. And I was like, I don't know, man, that feels like that. It looks like we're throwing something in there that doesn't, even if it's a bonus, sometimes you put in a bonus with some people and they're like, this is meaningless and it cheapens it. I said, let's just stick to what we said and let's just make it cool. And let's get a Vampirella #1 with the Frazetta cover. And let's just get a mix of things. And like I said, we put in 2 of the Adam Hughes covers like that. There was that one cover that went for like $150,000 on Heritage years ago. Maybe not even years ago, like last year, the one from the Vampirella #1 Hell on Earth or something.
Yeah.
So we got 2 of those and put those 2 in there. So
that's sick.
And there were two pledge levels for the Vampirella. The $100 pledge level, you got a blank, but 25 people out all the blanks, somebody has a chance of getting a hand-drawn sketch. But we also had the $150 level where you were guaranteed the sketch.
Mm.
I think you might have missed this, Billy. Like we also put in a couple of those Alex Ross covers. I thought they were only $200 to $300 each. They're telling me they're $500
Yeah,
each.
do you have that one still, John? Do you have that one next to you? Yeah, they put in some of these too, Billy. Check these. You remember these? These are $500 raw books right now.
And one of them signed by Alex.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So we mixed it up.
So what's in just out of curiosity, the blind bags that you've been doing that aren't out yet? What's in those?
All right. So we did a bad job of explaining what we were doing at first with the Vampirella #8 and Dynamite #1. So I apologize for that. So with Dynamite #1, when we went to FOC, I don't know if you get the FOC emails, Billy, but if you don't, let me know and I'll get you signed up. when we announced what was in the Dynamite #1 packs, it was 3 homage covers. One was an homage to Jaws. One was an homage to Weapons. And I can't remember what the other was an homage to. But we're talking about the movie posters.
Yeah.
And this is not Vampirella #8. This is Dynamite.
Not this. This is from
Dynamite.
like a month ago.
The Dynamite
Hey,
one.
you know
okay.
what? Actually, you know what? While we're talking, I can send it to Brian real quick.
Okay.
But what we decided to do is, so you could get the one with the logo, you could get the Virgin. Give me 1 second so that I can pull
What my
this
main
up.
my main concern is like I'll tell you now, they didn't sell well because, like, for instance, the Mark Spears monsters, right? It said, 1 out of 420, 1 out of this, the foils are this, in the lunar description. So when someone would go to my store to buy the blind bag and they read the description of the book, it says everything that can be in there. On your descriptions, there was no description about anything.
In the initial orders, it was not there. We dropped the ball. I'm absolutely 100% with you. We could have done a better job, and we didn't do a good job.
Well, I'm just saying for you, like for anybody, customers or even me, because I do that video once a week. I spend time on it and I tell people, look, this is what's in there. I had to tell people, I don't know what's in there.
Which
And they
one
wanna
was it? The
know.
new one that you did, or the one from a couple weeks ago?
No, dude, this is like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Billy,
This-
I'm CCing you on the email we sent out back in September, telling people what was in the blind bags. You'll see it right now. It's in your email.
Well, here's my question. Can you, from this point forward, is there anyone in your staff that can, for FOC, put it in the description of what's going to be in there?
Yeah,
Like possibility of foils or metals or...
Yeah. I think, like if you look at the Elvira Harley Quinn, we say what it is. But these are the 3 covers that are randomly inserted in Dynamite #1.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, you might get them with the logo, you might get them without the logo, you might get black and white, you might get a black and white without the logo. Marcus said I just made it a bigger mystery. But what we also did for Dynamite #1, since that was the first one, and since we felt like we didn't do it right, and like I
That's
said,
the main
basically
one, yeah.
you guys, huh?
Yeah, that's the initial one I'm talking about. Because
Yeah. So we actually put in an exclusive blank cover, 3 different colors that aren't available in the open order blank. It's going to be a second bonus book for fans that they didn't know about. So
that's cool.
We're
in the blind bag, there's going to be 2 books.
Yep. Instead of 1, there's going to be 2.
That's cool.
That is cool.
So we were like, you know what? This is our first one. We didn't announce it properly. We did in our emailer, and Billy, you're on my email right now. If you're not signed up for our emailers, at the bottom of that email, you can click to link to sign up for our emailer so that you
Where
always
am I
get the most.
supposed to look? What are you emailed me? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I emailed you.
Okay. Am I economics?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I figure Lunar and shouldn't it be Lunar sending out all those things, or is it a whole separate thing?
Lunar sends out 1 email a week. My understanding is with all the publishers. So we send out our own emailers to retailers that are signed up.
And so am I signed up or no?
No, you have to sign. You're telling me you never got this email. That means you're not signed up, buddy.
Okay. So there's a link on there somewhere to sign up.
Yeah, at the bottom.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to do something else, Billy. I'm going to email my sales and marketing people with UCC'd, and I'm going to ask them to sign you up right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Brian, do you want to be signed up too?
I'm already signed up, brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm only talking about all
right.
this for the benefit of you and my customers. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
It benefits all of us. Listen, ask Brian. I'm always open to advice. Listen, and all cards on the table, I'll always be blunt. I prefer to use the word blunt and honest, because like when somebody goes, I like to be honest, it makes it sound like they're not always honest. but it was actually Brian's idea to get a a Warren Vampirella #1. He was the one who said to me, if you're going to do this, you should do something that's a huge surprise and put in a Warren Vampirella #1 in there. And that gave me the idea about getting the Adam Hughes #1s too.
Yeah, I think that is so cool that you have a chance, that people have a chance to get a Frazetta Vampirella #1. Like, even if it's low grade, who cares? That's a Grail book for me, and you have to put it in a Vampirella, anniversary blind bag thing. So I think that's
Absolutely. And I felt like that was great. And matter of fact, Brian's also a good reason why we put in a bonus book to Dynamite. Like he said, you got to surprise people. And when we were like, hey, we didn't necessarily handle the Dynamite #1 as well as we could have, let's get the word out. Like, Billy, I am open for all ideas because it helps the retailers, it helps the consumers, it helps us, and it also helps the creators and our rights holders. You know, when you got things like this where people are getting books that they really excite them, that helps. One of the things that we're doing that may be sometimes frustrating to try and get back on time because we're a little late on some of them, we are making some of these limited, and we unfortunately will end up allocating a few of them. We're trying to avoid that because we hate allocating, but again, we're learning as we go. We are absolutely learning.
There's something I want to ask you about allocation. So initially, initially I thought allocation meant first come, first serve, and after that you're screwed. And now I understand that allocation is first come not first come, but whatever goes out, and then later, maybe a week or two later, the rest will go out. Is that what allocation means?
No, that's staggered shipping. That's staggered shipping. So what allocation means is, let's say we make 7,000 of something and we sell 10,000 and you order 10. I'm just using arbitrary numbers, right?
So
then
okay,
you
I get it.
7 instead.
But why are you printing first?
Because we're behind, and and I feel like we're losing credibility by being late. Like you said, the Vampirella #8 was late. The Dynamite, the Dynamite was the first round of bags that we got, and we felt the bags weren't good enough, so we destroyed the bags and went back to press and made new bags that were thicker, because we want to make sure that the experience is as good as possible for the fans. And I mean, look, Dynamite #1 was in stores November 5th. The Dynamite blind bag is going to be in stores November 19th or 26th.
Well, see, that's the thing that, I mean, I understand. Do you guys get held up? And there's all different types of things, delay shipping and whatever. But like from a store perspective, right? The amount of messages I get, where's my order? And then I look at the order and I see I've got everything. Oh wait, Dynamite blind bag is supposed to be out on the 5th. And then I have to research, and then I message everyone in one time. Okay, it says November 19th. So please be patient. So is there a way that, and this happens with that, and like not only the blind bags, but anything that goes beyond the cover A through D or whatever, and the ultraviolets, like if you're talking about foils,
the metals,
most of the time the virgin foils are late. The regular foils will come in around the right time, but virgin foils are usually late. And this is you and another company that happens a lot with.
Is it the virgin foils or the virgin $50 books?
Not the limited.
Not the virgin foils. Huh?
Not the $50 ones. Just hang on.
Okay.
What I'm just saying is, like, why don't you guys, because this happens all the time, why don't you guys just put, instead of like a release date all the same, because you know they're not coming out at the same time. Why don't you put the release date for the foils and the blind bags a couple weeks later? That way.
Okay, so that is absolutely 100% right, which is what we're doing on the blind bags. But I want to be clear. If there is a problem happening, I want you to tell me, because this is the way we have it laid out. To be 100% clear, this is the way I have it set up. This is the way my guys have it set up. If something isn't happening this way, I only know about it if you tell me. So the way it works is any comics that are the main covers, the incentives, and the foils that are made at the printer at the same time that the regular books are solicited, they are supposed to be all in stores the same week. The $50 virgins and the metals, they do have later dates. Those do have later dates. But if you're telling me that the virgin foils are coming in later, I got to look into that.
Yeah.
Because that's a problem. That's a huge problem.
Yeah,
look at it playing comics. Can we open up drama again?
it just varies. I'm just trying to help us all here. Eggplant Ass said something. Billy, you need a way to ship partial orders when there's a delay. Dude, that shit don't work. You don't understand. And I get a lot of people asking me, well, why don't you ship every week part of my order and then ship the next part of my order? And then, okay, so let me eat 4 times shipping. It doesn't, that's not how it works. It's all based on weight and shipments, and I put release dates, and I want my customer to know exactly when things are released. And so they can, if they want to order, I'm an online store. There's only a couple, maybe 1 or 2 online stores that do the
FOC
pull list shipping.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's not something a store wants to do. You have to have a giant warehouse to do that. You have to have like a giant warehouse, and like you have to
staff,
have a box for this dude's books, one person's books, and well, let me ship these out there. And you will lose a ton of money in shipping. I don't know how I could figure out how to do that right. The easiest way is to say whatever you order will ship out when all the books are here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Listen, and this is why I'm saying, let me know of anything that's challenging like that, because I dislike hearing that. Obviously, there's only, you can. The sad part is you can only let me know when it happens, which is disappointing. But that's something we can only learn from our mistake, and
overall it's okay. Overall it's okay, Nick. And I'm not trying to complain. I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to give helpful thoughts, I guess. But like,
Billy,
yeah,
you're a customer. You're a customer. You're a retailer. You're a partner. You listen. First of all, even if you're complaining, here's what I always say. Criticism is good when it's constructive.
Mm-hmm.
If you're calling, and I'm saying this bluntly again, if you call me up just to scream at me and tell me I'm screwing everything up, and then we both hang up the phone, I'm like, okay, now I know that. But if you call me and say, look, this is what's happening, this is how it's affecting me, again, like I said, Brian was the guy who said to me, you should get a Vampirella magazine #1, stamp it as a buyback because it is a buyback, and give it to somebody. And, and again, that kind of input made this a better experience. Like Brian was like the one who also said, if you're doing a trading card, what can you do special? And when I talked to my guys, we were like, well, why don't we do more than one trading card? And why don't we make a trading card the stretch goal? And why don't we make the trading cards different to excite people? Make the trading cards mysteries as well. Don't just make the comics a mystery. So the feedback comes in, and right now we want to make this part of a program. And so, like I said, just let me know what
has
whatever
the feedback,
you think of.
What has the feedback been like? Have you gotten much feedback on this other than, this right now?
These only just started going out on Thursday. And so the answer is no,
No.
have not gotten much feedback yet.
By the way, Nick, I thought that it was a really good idea, my friend, to include that in there. And I suggest everybody out there do this and do a video of this. Like, don't just do a picture and put it on your Instagram. If you guys are getting the Vampirella anniversary packs, the Kickstarter ones, take a video of it. As a matter of fact, do it with the Dynamite blind bags too. But definitely with this, and do it while you're opening it, because that's the fun part. That was fun opening this, because there was so many chances to get something. Every book you flipped over felt like, okay, I got a chance to get something really cool here. And even though like I didn't get a sketch cover, that Frizzen metal felt like I talked about the Spheres Ashcan, which is what I wanted, but this Frizzen metal felt like a major hit to me. Like this felt like if I was opening up
your bag,
yeah. So
paid for it, probably.
yeah, totally. And now I'm gonna take it and get it signed. It's going in my PC. So I think that's another key. Like there's at least 3 items in there that are going in my PC. Some of the items I might be able to flip, but there's 3 items in there that are going in my PC. I could flip them and make money off them, but they're so cool that I want to keep them. So I think that's another good thing out of these. I'm going to be very interested to see what any of you guys out there, like if you guys get these, tag me in it as well if you're a Beyond Wednesdays viewer, and I'll talk about it on the show. I want to see what you guys get. So very, very cool.
Give me one more second, Brian. I'm finding one more thing to send to you and Billy. You probably have seen this. Obviously, Billy hasn't. And these were also delayed for the same reason. They the bags were not to my satisfaction. So we had to go, like all the first blind bags we were doing, we got 30,000 blind bags that got thrown out. We were just like, this is not the quality. It's like, Jesus Christ. If this is the first thing we go out with, this program's dead for us. It's dead for us. It's dead for the retailers. It's dead for everybody. And so,
did you send it?
No, I can't believe I can't. You know what? I have so many emails on the first blind bag because we went through a million, well, not a million, but dozens upon dozens of designs. I'm doing this search and it's driving me nuts. Hold on. I may have, you know what? I'm just going to send you the comic exposure email.
That'll work.
I wanted to send you comic exposure.
If you don't mind me asking, who did you use to do your Dynamite blind bags?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
I'd rather not say because we're not working with them anymore.
Okay. Well, then there we go. That's all I needed. That's an interesting thing because it brings up an interesting topic, because the blind bag, this is a whole new thing for comic books. And it's creating not just like a new collectible, it's creating a new part of the industry. There are printers and publishers and retailers that now have to figure out how to fulfill blind bags, sell blind bags. You know, that's a big part of the industry now. And you know, it's not just collectors that are excited about it. I know a lot of retailers are trying to figure out how to sell blind bags, especially if, you know, you're a place where a brick and mortar shop and you sell blind bags on the shelf, and maybe you might also be an online place or a live selling place. Like there's different ways to sell all different types of product. And then you have the printers and the publishers that are figuring out how to fulfill them, how to create them. It's a whole new world.
It is. Geez Louise. This is such, I can't believe how. Give me one more second, Jesus.
You know what they should do? You know what they should do for blind bags so they don't use plastic? It just popped in my head like immediately. So I don't know if people would like it, but I guess it would be weird because customers would think, a store owner is trying to rob them. But what you know how on the Mark Spears blind bags the glow in the darks had the white paper over them?
Yep.
Let's just do that.
Yeah, but you can't trust people.
I know that. I know. I started by saying that, but
it would be a
I'm
great
just saying
idea. You just can't trust. Can't trust retailer. Like you might have a retailer you trust, but not all retailers are trustworthy, and not all sellers are trustworthy. Like some people that are selling on Whatnot or on eBay might,
butcher paper.
Yeah. Well, think about it. There's people that weigh card packs, so I'm sure that that's gonna
maybe
happen.
they could have like a paper envelope that seals, and so like on the
It's
Dynamite
funny you say
or on
that,
the
Billy, because
on the
there was a retailer that did a special sale through eBay Live for the Superman. When Superman came out, it was at San Diego. A&Z Comics did a eBay Live Superman blind bag where it was
I
one
heard
Superman.
some about them recently
Yeah,
too.
it was one Superman book, and you had a chance to get like a McFarlane Superman, a poster. They're all really good covers, and it was just one book, and they put them in these like paper, almost kind of like thick cardstock envelopes that were really nice, like really nice. I don't know if those are more expensive than the plastic ones, but they worked very well.
Well, you know how Dynamite or Dynamic Forces, they have the seal on the back.
Yes,
dude. All they have to do is like an envelope paper with a seal like that on there. You'll know if it's been opened.
Oh wow, yeah. This is the all right, here we go. I'm gonna bring this up, Nick.
Oh, let me just say something to Nick if he's there.
I'm here.
Great choice with my boy Ivan Tao, dude. That I messaged him because he did a speechless with me a couple years back, and I love his art, but he crushed that cover, dude.
He's fantastic.
Such a great Terminator. Oh yeah, those are the other ones. Now it's 11/26. I think I saw it last week, said 11/19, so they changed it again. But
again, all the old bags got thrown out. We printed them all at once, and we were like, it just didn't work out. It didn't work out.
But the metals themselves, the actual Tau metal.
Yeah.
I don't think that's out. I don't think that got here yet.
No.
I cannot wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it. No, it's like a.
Is that it right there?
Although I got to tell you, it was confusing to a couple retailers having a mini series called Terminator Metal and then having metal covers of the covers.
Yeah, well, not to my people are smart.
I'm just saying, you get a little bit of that feedback. Like, well, wait a minute, the series is called Metal. How do we? Yeah, it's like okay.
God,
I can't wait to see it.
That one, I was just like, I don't know what to say.
That's beautiful. I like this one. It reminds me of.
Is he on your guys on your artist list now over there at Dynamite?
Tau?
Who?
Tau?
Yeah. Which I think I don't know if we discovered him or not, but we were definitely working with him a lot. Like he did all the early Thundercats covers. I think he still does covers for us. I mean, obviously Terminator. Right, but get the Harley Quinn Elvira blind bag images up. Like Billy's got the email. Too. He can check it out. But
these I'm sitting waiting. My people are waiting for these, man.
Oh, dude! Again, we threw the bags out. Again, I don't think Lunar put up the images of the blind bag images.
Remember
so
them,
you got to
Nick.
get the email.
I remember them. I remember those old blind bag images.
It was just a black thing, wasn't it? With a red.
Yeah, but you did a really good job though. Are these going to be the new ones right here, Nick, or you haven't released them?
I can look at my store and show you the old image.
No, that's number 4. That's just number 4 you pulled up.
Okay.
The number 1 blind bags are in the email, or you went right by them. Yeah, scroll down just a little. Those are exclusive to the blind bag.
Oh, these are the
anything
covers right
in the
here.
blind bag. So like
Yeah.
a Mark Spears color variation, the playing cards. We really had a lot of fun here. Like we wrote 2 Jokers, twice the Mayhem.
So,
We made them like
question, can they
playing
be
cards.
foil and
There will
metals?
be foils. There will be foils. We put in 2,000 foil books, and I'll announce one other thing here. We have not announced it yet, but your audience will hear this first. There are going to be 20 copies signed by Amanda and Jimmy. And they're going to be maybe some original art sketches by Amanda.
So here's my point. Like in the description a month ago when I was pre-selling these to my people, it would be great if they saw, okay, in the blind bags, you could get a foil, you could get a sketch, you get a signed, limited to 20. That you will sell more books.
It's all in the email. It's all in the email. You don't get the email, but now you do. But now you
Yeah, I
will.
know, but you're telling me that I have to go to the email. I have to
Lunar
rip
should
it
be putting that out for sure.
It should be in the description on Lunar. So like when I click on it,
and I believe that that's getting adjusted. Like I said, I will say this one more time. We did not do this 100% right in the beginning, and we're learning. And that's the only other thing I
you
can
would sell
say.
way more if people knew that. I mean, you would. I could guarantee
When
you,
these
I
hit,
would have sold a lot more.
Nick, when these hit, I would love to get Amanda and Jimmy to come on the show. If there's any way you could throw in a good word for us to get them on at the same time.
They're 2 of my oldest and dearest friends.
Jimmy's been on before, but Amanda hasn't. And I told Jimmy, I met them in when I came to see you at your event in San Diego a few years ago. And I told Jimmy I would love to have him and Amanda on at the same time. So I would, when these
I think
hit,
Amanda just needs to come on earlier because she's a little bit of she goes to bed earlier, like 10 or 11. The only time, my understanding is, I don't know for 100%, the only time she is up late is when she's on deadline. So
yeah. You know, it's
I'll
funny.
tell you guys a quick. Oh, go ahead, Bri.
It's funny because they did a whatnot sale with Drew from Wanted Comics back at that San Diego. That was one of the funnest whatnot sales, like live sales. It was eBay Live, I think. Sorry. And it was so much fun to watch them 2 on the same show together, just kind of riffing off each other. And I love that. So I really want to get them on together.
No, they're a perfect power couple. First time I met Jimmy, this will crack you guys up. I called Joe Quesada to sign, I think it was Sword of Azrael's or X Factor. I can't remember which one. I called him out of the blue, and we decided we were going to meet at San Diego Comic-Con for breakfast. So Joe Quesada says to Jimmy, like, have you ever heard of this guy, Nick Barucci? I think Jimmy said something like, what, do all us Italians know each other? And Joe was like, no, listen, I need you to be my wingman. I'm having breakfast with this guy, but man, can he talk quick. He's like, listen, if I give you the sign, tell him we got to go. And that was like the first time I met Joey and Jimmy. Like Jimmy was Joe's wingman to get him out of there if Joe didn't like how the conversation was going.
I love it, man. I love it. That Sword of Azrael 4-part miniseries was one of the books that I remember buying from Dynamic Forces back in the day and getting the signed copies of those.
Yeah.
Great times.
It's funny. I've been on a mission to buy back some of our old signed books. When shit hit the fan in '98, I had to sell a lot of my collection just to keep everything going. So these days I'm like, I mean, this year's been a bummer of a year, still reeling from the Diamond bankruptcy and all the shit we're going through. Excuse my language. So
yeah, but you know what, Nikki?
Look at what Marcus wrote.
Let's see here. I wish I had a wingman like that when I first met Nick. I gotta say, bro, I know everything's been shitty, and I know, matter of fact, we just talked about I'm not gonna press you on it, but there's a new story out that you guys put in a suit against Sparkle Pop, which we've talked about quite a bit, this whole Diamond bankruptcy issue, and you guys have been at the forefront of getting the shit end of the stick. And I think that you guys have done a really good job on what you've had to do to change things up and to keep things running, and even you've said it, to keep employees employed, and that's respectable. And I like the fact that you are down to come on shows like this, or talk to retailers, like what you said to Billy earlier about, hey, you're a retailer, you're a customer, you're a partner. That's an important thing. And I don't want Billy to ever feel like he's complaining because he's not. And I think it's really cool that you come on here and you talk this way to not only your collectors, the people that love to buy the things that you guys sell. There's a lot of people that love Dynamite and that wanted to see Dynamite continue, and you've done a good job with how you've had to pivot and how you've had to handle it. So
thanks, man. And Eggplant Comics, absolutely, 100% right. Actually, it was Marcus during one of my art streams who was like, Nick, you should stop talking about this on the air. I was like, you know what? He's right. Because I'm really, really just open about everything. And, sometimes when I do my art streams, I'm late because I'm dealing with stuff with attorneys. But the lawsuit that we filed is all public information. So anything that's filed in the lawsuit is public. JT Keel, here's the thing on the Armageddon lithographs. It's something that the other distributors have never handled. And I'm just trying to get everything out of the way because we're going to have to find a new way to ship those. Diamond, when we were working with them, had packaging that was one of the things they did really well was package posters and lithos. And unless we get it done like that, I don't want to take a chance that these ship and people get it dinged, not only for us, but to a degree more so for Mark Spears, because Mark is so perfect on everything he does. I don't want to let anybody down because you're my customer, but I especially don't want to let anybody down being Mark's customer. Mark I've said this before, Mark puts his heart and soul in everything and thinks everything through so much and puts the customers first. And, it's just, we got to make sure that not only are the fans happy, but Mark's happy because he's too great of a guy. Even though he and I have only been talking for a year, he's always been a straight shooter. And I consider him a friend,
Yeah.
He's just a sweetheart.
He
and I
is.
just want to make sure anything I do with him has to be perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, Billy, we're going to start to get the word out, talking about stuff like we need to get it out there that there were 2,000 foils that are going in. The background color of the foil is exclusive to the foil. It's not available in any other way. And there's 2,000 of them. So it's going to be about 1 every 10 packs. You get 1 of the foils. And I got to tell you, I think there's like 14 different covers in the Harley Quinn Elvira blind back. So walking the manufacturer packing them through this was, one of those things where we're like, okay, like they're sitting on the books waiting for the new round of bags. Because again, like you see, Brian, the quality of bag that you have on that Vampirella, that's the bag we're using on all of our blind bags.
Yeah,
like,
they did a
nice
good job.
And thick.
Yeah, they did a really good job. Real quick, while I got you on here, before we let you go, Nikki, I got to ask about the Warner Brothers stuff, because we talked about this at the beginning of the show. Anything you can tell us about this? You only got 5 days left to go, but this is another one of those Kickstarter blind bags, which was the same type of thing that the Vampirellas were. Anything interesting you can tell us about this?
Yeah, these may be the most limited covers ever, and I'll tell you what. This happened when Kickstarter went on strike. So Kickstarter, they went on strike like a week before we launched this, and it just was bad timing. It is what it is. Obviously, they have to do what they need to do. But if you scroll down, take a look at we already sold one of the covers. Like the original art is in here. But like you'll see all the covers. JT Keel, you did not upset anyone. You're a customer. You're a community member. You're allowed to ask whatever questions you want. It's all good, buddy.
Yep, hell yeah, brother. I just responded to him, Nick. I said, no worries at all, JT. We love it. That's what we're here for.
Exactly. But if you scroll down just a little bit, check it out. You can see some of there's enhanced covers from the older publications.
Look at all these artists. Holy cow.
Yeah. These are because if there's the covers right there.
Yeah. By the way, Nick, you got to figure, I was saying this earlier, figure out a way to release these on your IG, your social media in high quality images, because Kickstarter does not do enough high quality images. And I would love to see the high quality original art images too, because I'm surprised more people aren't taking advantage of the OA stuff. Especially like John was talking about the the rings issue for Captain Planet being such a cool cover, and I want to see high quality images of this. And same with the Powerpuff Girls. I mean, Ken Hazer killed these.
Yeah. No, these are really cool. I mean, you've got the homages to Justice League #1 by Maguire with the Thundercats. You've got the Space Ghost having the Infinity Gauntlet, the Captain Planet, Green Lantern 49, the Herculoids, Flash 123, the Space Quest with Johnny Quest and Space Ghost, Batman #1, the Silverhawks from Brave and the Bold 28, Powerpuff Girls from Days of Future Past, X-Men 141, and then Johnny Quest #1 from The Boys #1.
Oh,
so
great. That's excellent, man. I'm glad you said The Boys one, because that's really good. By the way,
Yeah,
I just found 2 Boys I was going through books for my next sale, and I found a bunch of Boys issues, so the early issues, and I still think that all those Boys comics are so severely underrated for what they are. You've got a new season coming out of a new spinoff coming out.
The final season.
Yeah, you got the final season coming out. I mean, it's so underrated. So that's super cool. That what else?
Excuse me, Nick. As a visually impaired comic book collector and fan, I want to thank you for your part with having the Boys on the graphic audios, because they've just been great.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
I wish more of your stuff was done through graphic audio. Now that they no longer have the Marvel and DC licenses.
Oh, I mean, with them, it's like what's got the most mainstream, but I'm glad you got that.
Yeah, because the Boys has been helping me for all my other health issues this year, between that and Gen V and the whole 9 yards. So I just wanted to say thank you.
No, thank you, buddy. And you can have the recreations too that Ken Hazer will do. Those are available. And the original art that's on here, somebody noted that original art goes for $3 to $5K usually.
Yeah, and
I think
like
the most expensive piece of original. Yeah, we worked with Ken, and Ken was like, "We'll work with you. He'll work with us to make it work." Oh, by the way, you know what? There is 2 other things. So yeah, those are the recreations you could buy. But the original art, I think the most. So we got one at $1,000. Okay.
Dude, the Captain Planet's only $1,000. I feel like that should have been one of the ones that was $1,750, because Listen, here's what I will say about original art covers, and Nick, you tell me if I'm right because you're the aficionado on this. I feel like a good original art price for a cover, like if it's a good cover, $1,000 to $1,500. If it's an excellent cover, $3,000 plus, right? So I feel like a lot of these covers are priced really well. If anybody wants to pick any of these up, from 1,000 to 1,750, and I feel like the rings one might be the best buy out of all of these at $1,000.
Well, you got to refresh that's the one that sold to one of the guys earlier tonight. That actually sold.
Wow, look at that! Look at that, you
I guess I
guys.
had, yeah.
That's
I was
awesome.
just about to buy it, but okay.
There you go. So it's no longer available. Congratulations to whoever bought that. If there's anybody that's watching that bought that, let us know. Let us know.
That and the boys were the two that I was going to buy if they didn't sell.
Wow, bro. I love the 141 too. $1,250 for the 141 is a good price. They're all decent prices. I don't think there's anything that's overpriced at all. I think they're all at competitive pricing.
The Infinity Gauntlet is the most complex one. So I mean,
Yeah.
look, I was really happy that Ken's reasonable with his prices. So you know, it always depends on the artist and what's on there. You know, I mean, like a Steve McNiven cover, I don't think you're going to get for less than $10,000, even with a single figure. But that's Steve McNiven.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Amen.
the only other thing we did in here is we hit the stretch goal. If you buy one of the mystery blind bags, whether you buy the $100 or the $150 one, you get the Thundercats number 12 Mark Spears variant. We had some left over from the Thundercats hardcover that we did, that promotion. So because we got there, you get that for free. If you buy two blind bags, whether it's two from the current promotion here, or we're selling double sets of two of, you can buy one here and one for our spring release. Then you get the lino as well.
By
when
the way,
this is done,
I think that you probably picked the best color variant of the lino with the black and white behind it. I think that's perfect.
yeah. So the one thing we are going to do, but I mean, some of the stuff might still sell out between now and then. You know, Kickstarter's still on strike, which is what it is. We're probably going to put this, when it ends on Kickstarter, on Backer Kit, and just to get that audience, because you know the Vampirella took in $78,000. This should have taken in $200,000.
Yeah,
So
Warner Brothers is a much
it's
bigger.
just
Yeah. Well,
it is.
Can I talk to you about something that I brought up on a recent show? And
Sure.
you got the new Supernatural stuff that you
Yes.
started, which is very interesting, because I don't think there's been a cult classic show that I can remember that's had like the most amount of like male followers that Supernatural. Like, let's be honest, some of these WB shows are like very female centric, but Supernatural, so many of my male friends watch Supernatural. It was unreal. Right? Am I
So-
wrong about this? Like,
It's funny, dude. It's funny because I've been getting a lot of orders for Supernatural, and I don't
Totally.
get it. And I don't get it. It's probably because I'm a little older. I'm not in
Dude,
your
Shout out,
group.
shout out to my
You know what I
homie
mean?
Kyle. Much love and prayers go out to you. Send thoughts and prayers out to Kyle Stinson and his family. You guys, he's battling a really rough time with cancer right
Oh my
now.
God,
So,
I'm so
but
sorry.
Yeah.
but my buddy and by the way, his GoFundMe link is in the description, you guys, for his cancer battle. He's fighting really tough battle right now. So much love to him. But he was a huge Supernatural fan, massive, like the biggest Supernatural fan. So anyways, what I want to bring up with Nick is I saw that you guys did a photo cover of Supernatural, but you did a foil of it. Why like I'm gonna give you a little shit now. Why do a foil of a photo cover? I don't think there's a need to do a foil cover. So I'm gonna give you a little pushback on the photo foil
They're
cover.
selling, bro.
Are
They're
they?
selling.
Are no
Yes.
way, dude. All right, Nick, I'm
like
wrong.
I said, I
I'm
don't
wrong,
understand
Nick.
it.
Listen, that one, you know what? That one was not a decision I made, and I'm glad. You know, there are things where Marcus wrote foiled
Foiled
again.
again. Yes, that's perfect, dude. Perfect comment.
There are some things where my guys have a better feel. Like I saw the first 3 seasons of Supernatural, and hopefully one day at the very least I'll see 4 and 5, and then eventually the rest. Because Eric Kripke, who created the Boys TV series, also created Supernatural.
Wow.
And he did the first 5 seasons of Supernatural. So I really want to catch up, partially besides the fact that it's a good show, the Winchester Boys, but also because I wanted to finish seeing Eric's vision, but then see more. I mean, this ran for 15 seasons. I think it was the longest running.
Yeah.
It started the WB and it ended the CW.
Yeah.
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah, so the guys were like, no, we got to do a full of the photo. I'm like, okay, if you guys say so. There are things I just don't know, and I'm
I'm
glad
with
Billy
you.
said. I mean, we got great orders on it. I'm just happy to hear sell-through is there,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen, I got to give credit where credit is due. Billy does an excellent FOC pre-order top 10 video. Make sure you guys are checking it out. As soon as we
Look
let
at my face. It's
I know,
funny.
right? As soon as we let Nikki go, we're gonna talk about FOC tonight. But Billy, listen, man, you're on the forefront of this this new retailer type thing where you're online only. It's very interesting to hear from you and to hear what is selling and so thanks for that information, because I would have never thought that foil photo cover variant.
Well, you're as surprised as I am, But it's again, I just turned 50. That wasn't what I was watching. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, right.
I wish I was only 50. I wish I was only 50.
Well, Nick, I got to tell you, man, one thing that I was really bummed about is I didn't get to sit down and have dinner with you in New York. I hope that changes sometime soon, that we can sit down and have dinner sometime soon. I don't know if you're going to be in Orlando for MegaCon, but thank you for jumping up with us tonight,
Thank
man.
you, guys.
And continue doing what you're doing. I can't say enough how much we appreciate you. Keeping your finger on the pulse of what collectors really are collecting, and being jumping on shows like this, and responding to these type of questions and constructive criticism. So great job, man.
Well, thank you, guys. I really appreciate everything. Have a great night, and we'll catch up soon, Brian.
Hell yeah, brother. Talk to you soon. Ladies
Take
and
care,
gentlemen, Nick
everybody.
Barucci.
Billy,
Awesome.
thanks for the feedback, buddy.
Hey,
Thank
Nick,
you
put
all.
those descriptions on Lunar for us, buddy. I'll sell
Hey,
more books for you.
feel free to email. Listen, email. I CC'd sales and marketing about putting your email on our retailer emailer list. Just respond to that and throw in all your criticisms. I always find if criticism is constructive, I love it. Nothing makes me happier than fixing problems to make it better for everybody.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Nicky. Talk to you
Take
soon,
care,
brother.
guys.
Later, bro.
All right, bye.
Good shit. Nick Barucci, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's give Billy some flowers while he's here, ladies and gentlemen. One of the best FOC
Flowers.
shows, one of the best FOC shows out there is Billy's Top 10 Pre-Order show that he does every week. It's short. It gives you a perspective of somebody who actually reads a lot of books, checks out a lot of book, make sure he's telling his buyers, hey, this is what's coming. And I'm not going to sit here and ask you all your picks, but other than the Joker book, which everybody's talking about, what is one pre-order, Billy, that you think people should be picking up adding to their list this week?
Like, I'll be honest with you, dude. If I don't give a shit about the fuck Absolute Batman, I don't care. If you don't buy Absolute Batman, there's something wrong with you. Like, this was one of the biggest FOCs. Like this video took me 20 minutes, bro, and that usually doesn't. But like, that is gonna be the comic of the year in my mind. That book will be comic of the year. I haven't even read it yet.
Are you looking forward to it? Like, does any part of it because we've talked about this pretty heavy about the Joker, the absolute Batman Joker stuff.
We have no idea anything about him, dude.
I know, dude. It's crazy. It's really
And
crazy.
if you've read every issue, you know how good this book is.
Yeah, it's
Like,
excellent. It's beyond
it's
excellent.
the best. It's the book of the year, dude. The whole series is the best read
It's
of the
been
year.
the book of the last 2 years.
Well, the only thing I don't like, I'll be honest. I was looking forward to the annual, and the annual fell flat for me after I read it.
So you know what I would suggest you do, because I've saw a lot of comments about that. There's two ways to look at it. Number one, what about the art?
I thought the art was
like.
I thought that was my biggest problem. Is usually
So
Daniel
when
Warren
when he's
Johnson.
breaking people's arms and he has his foot inside their face,
Yeah.
like I love that shit, dude. Like,
Yeah.
he was killing people in that issue, bro.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That was my problem.
That you didn't like him killing people?
No,
Or that you didn't like
here's
the
my
art?
here's my biggest problem with that issue. I'm a huge Daniel Warren Johnson fan. As a matter of fact, I just got done rereading every Transformers up from the Megatron issue where Megatron comes back all the way up. I reread because I had to get caught up on the last couple issues, so I reread everything. And Daniel Warren Johnson is amazing. I love him. I love his art. I felt like that Batman issue fell flat for me, not because of what the topic it tackled. I'm all for seeing some Nazis and bigots get punched in the face, but the problem with me is that the absolute universe, per Snyder's words, is supposed to be the main central cores of a character in like today's world, like not necessarily our world, but like updated mythos. And Batman's number one core mythos is like he's not a killer, okay? And there was a moment there where I felt like they lost the plot, where the preacher was like, Batman, like, don't, like, stop. Like, you've already beat him up enough. And Batman's like, I don't care. I'm going to continue to fucking turn his face into a bloody pulp. I was like, whoa, you lost the plot. So, and the second biggest part about it was I felt like the storytelling was lost in a lot of that. And it was hard to, especially the third story, it was so hard to tell. But I will say this, I love the fact that how annuals are used. They're supposed to give the creative team a little bit of a break, and then you add new creatives in there. And I thought it was great how they continued that. Annuals are great to me. I just felt like this one was a little bit lost in the mythos of who Batman really is. But that being said,
it jumped to him and his father's origin. I would say read it again, but I just want to show you something like the stuff that you may have missed that I saw and I only read it once, but I'm trying to find it really fast for you.
You talked.
Well, I mean,
well,
okay,
it's funny
so
because Clutch brought up
zoom in
the
on
same
this.
thing. I
This
think
is-
Clutch. So it's funny because I think Clutch brought up the same thing. Totally, bro. Clutch brought up the same thing that
But
you're
that's not
bringing
what I'm
up.
gonna show you.
Daniel Warren Johnson has a very cool way of storytelling. He's a very big wrestling fan, and
Yeah,
you know,
his Powerbomb book is probably one of my favorite books on wrestling out there.
yes, yeah.
There's something else I wanted to show you though that I saw in it. I'm trying to find it. Okay, here's an example, and then I'll show you another one. That.
Yeah.
What does that remind you of?
Well, Dark Knight Returns.
Or
Yeah.
maybe McFarlane-esque
Yeah.
cape.
Yeah.
And then, like, I mean, I'm just pointing out different things, but there were some things that I saw in it that I thought were so sick, and I'm trying to find this one last image. Like this right here, dude. look at his cape, how it's creeping around
that.
the corner.
I love that, bro. Yeah, I agree.
Like, I mean, it's just there's so many little things in here that I loved about it. But like, you know, Comics Explained, maybe watch his breakdown of the annual.
Yeah, because that's what made me fall in love with the book. As I listened to the Comics Explained, and then Kate Joel, you know, did an amazing breakdown of it as well.
Like I do review of it like 3 days before he busts out with his video. Comics Explained, he always picks like 1 or 2 of the week. I do a quick review of it, but the way he breaks it down, it's just he has so much knowledge, dude. And when you hear him break it down, you're like, fuck, like I missed a million things.
Yeah, he's classic for sure. So yeah, there's the Batman book. There are, dude, you are correct. There are so many good FOC books this week. There are.
It's more like a lot of covers, like the one you have on your thumb, the Jenny Frison.
Yes, bro.
Totally. The Eom.
The Q one,
Eom Poison Ivy.
Yeah. Dude, Q has a couple really good covers this week. By the way, you guys go check out Billy's FOC pre-order bundles page.
I'm giving away a 1 in 25 and a 1 in 50 to one person for this week's FOC.
Nice. I love the Stitch Silver Surfer homage. This cover is fucking great. Absolutely
I just
perfect.
put that image in today because it wasn't out yet.
Damn, it's good. That one's really good. People are going crazy for everything Absolute Batman right now. We're going to be talking about that more in the future. But what did you think about this Jim Lee cardstock for Batman #4? Let me go ahead and bring this up. I actually really like this.
No, it's great. It's just they didn't release it until like late Friday night, so I didn't have it up.
Yeah.
And they're running, like I just got my Batman 3 Jim Lees that came in a week late.
Bro, the Hush stuff drives me crazy.
Jim Lee is open order, bro?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what
Excuse me, Billy, is the Batman 4 Jim Lee an open order, or is that an incentive?
The Batman 4 what?
Is that Jim Lee book you just
Yeah, it's a cover B. It's a cover B.
It's a cover B?
I like the design variant of the
Have you been reading this new Batman at all?
No, I got to check it out. I haven't been reading it.
It's awesome.
Dude, you know what's so cool about it, bro? Is the gadget stuff.
Yeah.
Like, throughout the book, like there'll be like 2 or 3 times where they'll say like he'll pull some out of his belt or something, you know, like shark repellent or some bullshit like that.
Hell yeah.
And it will describe what it is. I love when it does that.
Black Cat.
That Ben Oliver.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Ben Oliver has been destroying everybody right now, bro.
Absolutely, I agree.
Like I love Mark Spears, and I'm on your channel and I'm talking about it right now. I love his art. But dude, Ben Oliver is crushing right now.
This one's a great cover, not necessarily because of the art itself, but the idea that like Black Cat, she's gonna want to fix her makeup before her mugshot pic, you know?
Plus it's a homage.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's a good cover.
The Adam Hughes homage.
There are so many fucking good covers this week. You're 100% right. That Francisco Mattina Blue Falcon cover is really good. I like that one. This right here, this cheetah and the bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't have a great image of it like up close. It's not as good as it could be.
Oh.
But like the actual tiff of it or whatever is amazing.
Cul-de-sac.
So there's a book called Habitat that was supposed to come out.
Yeah.
And it got pushed by Bad Idea. That would be one book that
You're
I would
100%
say.
right. I'm going to bring that up here in a second, that Habitat book. I like this David Mack cover a lot for Darkness.
Yeah. And there's a Rick and Morty blind bagless variant.
I love those.
They're making fun of blind bags.
Dude, this cover right here of Darkseid. Oh my, Sanford Green. Oh,
the Panosian coming up.
the Wonder
DC.
Woman.
Yeah, that one's amazing.
He made Wonder Woman look so good in this.
Yeah.
With the look on her face, with the heavy
It's
eyeliner.
classic. I know, dude. He really killed it.
Oh, dude, Panosian's so good. We had Will Jack on the other night, and the two people that we always talk about, like who draw the best faces right now in comics, are Will Jack and Panosian. I love this cover too, right here. Joel Jones.
Yeah, there's some good covers.
Damn, that's good. There are so many good covers this week. The Tula Lotai one is good for Death to Pachuco, #3. She does great stuff. I love this right here, the facsimile variant by Brett Parson for Two-Face. This right here.
The cover E.
Oh, the cover E for this?
Yeah.
Which one?
No,
This one?
it's the last one.
This one right here.
It's a toxic variant. It might glow
Maria
or something.
Wolf.
The Dread the Halls. It might glow. I'm not exactly sure.
Maria Wolf's so good, dude. So good. Really good Cruel Universe covers.
Dude, I love.
Mayo.
Oh yeah, that's another one. The Shiver Suspense Stories 2, #1. That's a new one coming out. That will be
Jay
good.
Lee, who's Dustin Weaver.
Uh,
Ooh.
And the cover
Wow.
B is really good too.
Yeah.
I think the cover B is
Ooh,
Adam
that's
Hughes.
Adam Hughes. Damn. Oh, that's creepy.
Now that's Poison Ivy right there.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or what? Oh, mistletoe. My bad.
So the Event Horizon, this is an interesting book so far. A lot of people have been talking about this Dark Descent. Free Planet, shout out to Aubrey. Good dude. You got your Youngblood variant for that. I like the Jay Lee for the Future is fucked. Geiger, the Christian Alame Maury Hollowell cover is awesome. Look how good this cover is.
Yeah, it's got your skull and the nuke combined.
Oh. But G.I. Joe this week, you guys, is so fucking good.
That's a cool variant or ratio, yeah.
And then you have the 1 in 25, which is really good too.
And the Ben Oliver, dude.
Yeah, the Ben Olivers are the best. Are you kidding me? Like Isrania, look at that little punk rock lip action. Yeah, he's been destroying those. So all the G.I. Joe stuff are good. By the way, if you guys aren't reading G.I. Joe, there's a problem. It's excellent.
It's one of the best reads on the market right now.
Yeah, and so is the Real American Hero. The Real American Hero stuff has been good too. So the
I
Kuberts,
just unfortunately have to catch you up on that.
yeah, it's been okay.
Yeah, I'm
This
behind on the
Heat
Real American
Seeker
Hero, but
Exposed Gun Hunting #4 has some great covers. Really
Anything that's polybagged or nude, just know is going to be like 4 weeks behind of the release date. It says.
that's fine.
So Jenny by the way, Hello Darkness Hello Darkness is up there with like any Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Harley cover. You know they're
You're
going to
right.
be good.
All 4 of them are good, dude. It's the same thing. You're exactly right, dude.
Dude, the
They're
Mercado,
just so good.
every single one of them. This Ji Young Lee,
That one's sick too.
they're all good, bro. Look how even every single cover of these are good.
Yep.
And
It's
what
just like exactly what you said.
what Boom is doing and letting their cover artists just do whatever they want, hey, this is what it's about. Give us, some crazy dark shit. And if you guys get a chance, Jenny Frizen, I think, did a cover price. It might have been cover price. She did an interview where she talks about how much she loves what Boom, the freedom Boom gave her on these covers. And you can buy these original arts from her for pretty cheap. As a matter of fact, if I'm giving anything away, I apologize. James is in the chat right now. He bought this original art for this cover.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Goodbye. That was a good buy.
Yep. All right, we got plenty more to talk about. I like this Talaski. Everything Talaski has been doing lately has been good too. And I'm a sucker for JSA characters, and that's a great cover right there. Beautiful. All right, let's continue here. We got a couple more.
Honestly, it's a cover week, dude. Like,
oh, Moon Knight, bro.
That Barons. Dude.
Bjorn Barons is
He's
so
good. I know, he's so good, dude.
That cover is immaculate. Same with this cover. Look at this one. Moon Knight's another one of those books that's just like, it's hard to do a bad Moon Knight cover. All right. The Ninja High School one's going to be an interesting one for $1.99. It's a nice little homage to you Star Trek and Star Wars fans. Even Spaceballs. So that's pretty cool. Getting ready to hit 200. All right, there's some really good ones. This Stitch one.
Yeah, they dropped that late too, and I'm like, that's pretty cool.
That's a great cover. All right, Q Hume is destroying, absolutely destroying lately.
It's so good, dude.
Yeah. Every one of these Poison Ivy covers is good.
Every Eom cover is good, dude.
Yeah.
Every single one.
He did like 3 this week, I feel like, that were just fantastic. That's an interesting Pop Kill seasonal flavors.
So basically, that I think it reprints Pop #1.
Okay.
But and I like that. I like that read, but I don't know. It's like an old lady. She kind of looks like an old lady.
Yeah. This cover I love, bro. I'm a huge fan of 141 homages. Radioactive Spider-Man #3. This is the Age of Revelation storyline tie-in. All right, let's continue. We've got some really good covers that I haven't talked about yet. All these Return to Sleepy Hollow books look really good. The covers look really good. The Rick and Morty, the end stuff, we'll talk about more in a second here. Billy kind of brought it up. The Rook Exodus stuff is really good. Dude, Skinbreaker has been fantastic. I can't wait for #3. Very emotional story. The Sonic the Hedgehog has a 1 in 15 this week. That's going to be excellent. But they also have the B cover, which is really good with that new character. The Red Sonja covers have been great. The Cedric cover is good. There's a couple other good ones with that one. This Jay Lee's really good for Supergirl #8.
Yeah, they just dropped that one earlier today.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I love it. All right. Next, we've got
There you go. You're Supernatural.
Yeah, Supernatural #3. Shout out to Alex. Appreciate you. Just gifted 10 memberships. Thank you, brother. The Terminator stuff. The Last Wolverine. Did you read The Last Wolverine #1? What did you think of that?
Dude, I literally don't remember.
It was really weird. It felt so off. It was like very nice. And dude, look at this Ramos Stitch cover. I love it. Stitch is a cool
There's
character.
a lot of stuff going on in there.
And this Thor #5 nullified cover is really good too. Thor, Thundercats, Transformers #27 Nakayama with Soundwave. Shout out to everybody that just
That
joined the
alternate
membership.
Wolverine might be something you might be interested to pick up.
What's up with that?
It's more with the maker and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Vampirella #7. I love the Perillo Ultraviolet, even though it's got that weird wing thing on the back. All right, there are... Oh, Witchblade. You've got...
oh, yeah, they dropped the Talavera Magic today. That's sick.
Talavera has been destroying it.
Yeah.
All right, there's a couple more covers that I really want to key in on. All right, check this out.
I think that's it for what I have.
Hold on. This right here. Have you ever heard of this Countless Little Death?
What is that? Where is that available at?
Cheeky Comics. I've never heard of this.
I've heard of it.
Bro, check these out. Hold on here. I also want to key in on the Donald Duck stuff. All right, Countless Little Deaths. There we go. So this is a cover, an artist called Othala M. Sweet. Now, very, very adult. So I want to say Google right now.
Exotica 2 weeks ago.
This is very, very adult. It is art. It is art. I will say this. But look at this artist. hold on, let me show you some of this. Very interesting. Does some shows off original sketches. Look at this. Very interesting. So I'm going to keep an eye on this artist.
Very interesting.
Right? So we'll keep an eye on that artist. There is more covers to this. Look at this Q cover, you guys. Holy shit.
Who is that?
That's Q. That's Q Yoom.
Oh, yeah.
Q on Yoom.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was, but you say Q, so I don't.
Yeah, Q. I call him Q because I remember asking, shout out to KRS guys. KRS Comics, one of the best retailers in the game. I always like to ask, hey, how do you say their name? How do you say your name? And they said he just goes by Q because KYU. So absolutely amazing cover right here.
Butter. Very
It is butter, bro. Amen. Look at this cover, Pool Yacht. Yep. And so this is going to be a very interesting series to keep your eye on. There are a couple other covers here, more booby covers. All right, let's see here. There was that. Oh yeah, Donald Duck, dude. Check this out. Donald Duck #1. Classic cover right there. Fanagraphics. Look at this. Carl Barks cover.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, classic with the nephews. So that's a very interesting thing to keep an eye on. The Dread the Halls we already talked about. Event Horizon stuff. Everything Dead and Dying. You got the 1 in 10. #4. This is the variant for A Real American Hero, the 1 in 10 Steve Beach. That's a cool cover right there. Baroness on the ATV, which is awesome. Let's see here. Habitat. This is what we were going to talk about. Bro, this series, dude, this series looks amazing.
Why is it still there?
You said it got pushed back, right?
Yeah, but why is it on the site right now?
That's a great question. But they did a David Lapham VHS variant for this. That is fucking rad. I don't know if it comes signed or what, but
It'll be sweet if it did.
yeah. Sienkiewicz did art on this. I don't know if you guys knew that. But yeah, that VHS variant is amazing.
He's doing the internals?
Huh?
He's doing the internals?
I don't know if he's doing the internals or what, but he's involved with it.
Just go to cover A and then look at the description and we'll see.
Main cover. Eisner-nominated writer Josh Dysart combines his powers with the world-renowned comic artist David Lapham and Bill Sienkiewicz. Bill Sienkiewicz, yeah. Adlar did cover A.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah. So that's going to be a hit of a series. Here's the 1 in 100 variant for that. Pretty wicked Steve Beach cover. Steve Beach is a beast. He did some really good.
I love their cover, the cover paper.
Yeah. Bad Idea's doing a great job. We talked about the Planet Death today. Planet Death #2, I think, was out this week, right?
I think last week.
Last week? Okay. Their Bad Idea is doing a really good job. They have the Planet Death Artist Edition available for a Kickstarter. They're doing a new Kickstarter for it. We talked about earlier today. All right, here are the Rick and Morty variants for the blind bagless Rick and Morty. And they basically, it's Rick and Morty the end. They went back and they chose their favorite covers of the series and did like these museum piece covers for them. So here you guys go.
Yeah,
Go
there's
back.
4 of them.
Yeah, here we go. So there's that one. There's my favorite one is the Action Comics 1 homage. This one right here, where he's holding up the UFO.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
They're definitely trolling all the blind bags.
totally, bro. But it's still funny.
Oh, it's great.
There's a 1 in 10 most wanted variant for Rick. And this is a really good 1 in 50 right here. The David Yarden variant. Very psychedelic.
Yeah.
And the 1 in 15 for the Sonic. It's not a 1 in 25, but it's a 1 in 50 4-drain variant. That's going to be a big book. The Doctor Guide. Yeah. And then there's a lot of really good Red Sonja covers this week too, which we talked about. Okay, the final one I want to talk about is Steve Mannion. I know there's a lot of Steve Mannion fans out there, and there is a Steve Mannion book. Oh, well, did you see the Dan Mora 1 in 50 for Transformers, Billy?
Yeah, I love that.
Soundwave. Yeah, that's really good.
But he's on the cover A too.
Yeah,
I think.
There's a 1 in 25 spoiler variant that I haven't seen yet. Have you seen that?
No, it's a spoiler.
Yeah. Okay. Steve Mannion, one of my favorite artists, very cult collectible artist. This new series, Zombie Terrors Undead Special #1.
So let's talk about. I know I love this too, right? But this book is 2 fucking years old.
Oh my god, I didn't know that, bro.
I pre-ordered this shit so many times and had to refund people so many times that I didn't even list it.
I don't blame you.
Because I'm afraid it's going to happen again.
Damn. I didn't know that. Yeah, Steve
Oh,
does
dude,
amazing
my computer's
stuff.
going to go out, brother. But it is awesome. I love that stuff. Because I'm not plugged in.
No
So
worries
I
at
will
all, brother.
See you guys later.
Much
And
love, Billy.
see you in a week or 2 or something.
Sounds good,
just
brother.
so everybody knows, this is information for everybody out there. You know the UPS plane that went down a couple days ago? Well, they halted all Penguin stuff, which is Marvel and stuff. So all those shipments for next week's books, I have no idea. I was supposed to get them on Friday. So I guess they're checking all the UPS planes because of that. Plus,
Excuse me, Billy, it's UPS and FedEx. They're
they're checking FedEx too. But
right now.
I got my FedEx though. I got my Lunar stuff.
All right.
But what I'm saying is for Marvel stuff and IDW and anything that's under Penguin, it's going to be delayed. I called a couple local shops too to see if they got their stuff in. They're like, no. And so, and I would even think all the airport, all the airports are like shutting down all over the place, right? I've been hearing about that on the news because of the government. What is it? The
shutdown.
Yeah, the shutdown. So you got that too. So I don't know when I'll be getting those, but just so you guys know, when you go to your stores on Wednesday, good luck.
Yeah.
I don't
Thank you,
know if
brother.
the Marvel books will be in yet. They might be, but UPS shut down everything, and that's when everybody's stuff went out. So
Oh,
I don't know. I was just letting people know.
Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging with us. Make sure you guys go check out Economics and Comics. He does the best FOC videos. Go sub up and go check out his page, economicsandcomics.com. Order
Thanks,
all your
guys.
pre-orders. Later, Billy.
Take
Talk to you
care.
later, brother. Before we call it a night, you guys, I want to talk about one thing. This is super cool. So you guys know the very first variant we ever did at Beyond Wednesdays was this book right here. Gromit's #7, the 1 in 500 variant, or the limited to 500 Beyond Wednesdays crew variant. Shout out to Alex Lodemeyer for putting this up on his page. This is one of the ones that we signed when we were in San Diego this year. I only have a few of these left. They're if you guys are interested in them, hit me up. They're expensive, but there's only a few of them left, and they're very rare. And They're super cool. But I did see this. Check this out. This is from the Christopher Wright on IG, and he did this like special 3D animation of this cover style. They changed the t-shirts on it every once in a while, and this was used for the trade, I believe. But he did this like 3D animation for it that is so sick. Like, look how cool this is. This is the trade, the second printing, I mean, for number 4, and with the Iron Maiden Suicidal shirt. This is so cool to do the 3D animation for this. So shout out to the Christopher Wright for this. Very, very cool. I couldn't believe seeing this, how cool it was to see. If you're a Grommets fan, this is the type of stuff I love. I hope one day Grommets can be made into a TV show, an animation continuation of the series, something. It was so great, so very nostalgic that I absolutely love it. So shout out to Grommets for letting us be part of that. I have a Whatnot sale tomorrow night, you guys, around 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. It is going to be a big sale. We're going to have blind bags, Mark Spears blind bags available. The hits have been just crazy from my case that I got. So come join us for that. We're going to have tons of modern variants signed. Art Adams, Joe Benitez, Ryan Otley, Larry Hama, Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, Jock, all kinds of signed books, keys, ratio variants, crazy stuff. That'll be tomorrow night on Whatnot, and then Monday night will be on eBay Live. We'll see you guys there. If you guys are watching the channel right now, to hit that bell below and hit all notifications, because I dual stream on all the channels. We'll see you guys there, and we love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. This week, we got some fun stuff happening. Flops Comics, you guys. We're working with trying to get Flops Comics. We're hoping this Wednesday we might have a early show on Wednesday at around 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, trying to get Flops Comics to come hang with us. I've been waiting forever to get him on with us. It's hard because he's in the UK to try to get him on, but he is one of our favorite artists over here at Beyond Wednesdays, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. So Flops Comics, we're going to try and get Jason Aaron on at some point, Amanda and Jimmy. Ross Ritchie is going to come hang out with us for the industry show. I can't wait to talk to him about that, about the Berserker movie, see if we can pull a little bit of information out of him, because he is the executive producer on that. That's going to be a crazy movie. And that being said, we love you guys. We'll see you soon. Adios.